Alrighty. Let's not waste too much time with going live, shall we? Shall we? Bow, 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 bow. Where am I? How did I get here? Why is my game not up? Where's my Umamusume? That's my very small Twitch chat window. There's my Umamusume. Let's get rid of the thing up top real quick. There we go. But yes, hello everybody. It is your host, as always, Goofy Guy, Floating Guy. The goofy one, the floating one. It's your boy Senjo. Yes. It is yet another Uma Tuesday that we are writing in the books, and it's an Uma Tuesday with polls. The plan is, well, let's let the game talk for itself here. That's the plan. Oh, and some mutton on the side? Damn. That is the plan. Christmas time is here. Except it was already here. It was a few weeks ago. But we're on a odd accelerated schedule, so it is what it is. There we go. 1 sec, sorry, I'm adjusting some stuff. Pingas? What? What is that? What's up, Smalls? What's up, Mr. Smalls? Excuse me. I had a very odd breakfast. Chopper cinnamon roll? Hello. That is a first time chat. I think. I don't recognize that name. Oh, I don't want to do this right now. No. I'm good. What is up? What is up, dude? What is up, Anomaly? Oh, wait. Don't I have two? Oh, I guess I should do this now. Well, as you guys know, I don't really care about all this, but I have to put Umas in just so I don't miss it. Oh, they're already in. Oh, never mind. Perfect. Oh my god. Turn it off, please. Thank you. Please turn off the boxing. I don't know about Pingus. What is up? Nothing much. We are rolling for Christmas Oguri because so the initial plan that I had for January. Excuse me. Oh my god. The initial plan I had for January was to go for Tamamo, but I'm not gonna be here. I'm not gonna be here during the time the Tamamo Cross banner comes out. And honestly, look how long this banner runs. Why does this banner run for 2 weeks? Why does almost 3 actually? Why does the Christmas Oguri and the Christmas yeah, why does it run for so freaking long? That's insane. Anyways, so I wasn't gonna run for tongue twister. Mind is in a blender. I wasn't going to roll for Christmas Oguri because you guys know I do not care for the meta, and I especially don't care for costumes. But the main reason is I'm not going to be here for Tamamo Cross, and I thought about just pulling like off stream, but that's kind of boring. And at the end of the day, there's always another opportunity to get Tamamo Cross. Because anytime I pull, there's always a chance I get somebody that I don't have. You guys know me, I love to roll the dice. RNG makes it more fun and more entertaining. Because guess what? We're also not going into this with many carrots. We're not pulling yet, by the way. I'm not trying to... I don't know why I'm doing this now. I should be doing this after the career. If you can't see the pin message, we are playing 1 career. We are not pulling yet. So if you were expecting pulls, they're not happening yet. You can come back in like an hour 15. Santa? Oh, Merry Christmas, Oguri Cap.
Santa-san, konnichiwa. そうか。もうクリスマスの時期なんだな。
Wait, what? Is that coming from the game? Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, you know I love a banger. Hold on, is that a banger in the background? Oh! Who'd they get? Who'd they get for this? Who'd they get for this? Damn! Oh my god, who did they get for this? Who did they get for this? Who did they get for this? Oh my god, oh I can't. That's fire. Can I download this? Can I download this? Can I put this on my Spotify? That's a fire track. They just put the fire. They just put a banger in, for no reason in the random Christmas event. Oh my god! I mean, not for no reason, but like, oh, she's harmonizing. I'm sorry. I love a good banger. I can't stop. I really like music. That's fun. Today's like opposite day. You play meta and aren't pulling on Christmas Oguri, and I hate meta and I am. Well, that's why the title says for non-meta reasons. You guys don't know this, but on my Discord profile picture is Oguri Cap. I don't make just anybody my Discord profile picture. She is probably my #1 favorite. Without a shadow of a doubt.
Oguri Cap 様へクリスマスパーティーへのご案内状ファン一同より
Sorry, I'm getting engulfed by the harmony right now. Sounds like a good old-fashioned 90s like girl group that they used to do. What's that one? Destiny's Child. What? It got louder at the chorus. That was sick. Alright. Sorry, they caught me with the banger. They caught me. I just need to unlock the event so we can get bingo. It's a Bubba Bingo time. That's what it really time is. Or that's... bleh. That's really what time it is. It's bingo time. Marvelous. Taishin. You know what? That'd be great. Just saying, that'd be great. You guys know I really, really like Taishin. I could skip a Christmas Oguri for Taishin. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. You have the game muted unless it's for a concert you haven't heard. They better have a Christmas song that I can get in my jukebox at the end of this. That'd be sick. All right, so we'll get a few extra carrots from bingo maybe. This is perfect. I didn't actually know there was a bingo event associated with this, which actually makes things a lot better because they should have the where is it? They should have the thing, right? I just gotta pick somebody first. Let's do a Manhattan run. They should have the two times carrot juice, so that way I can not do multiple runs in one day, because I already don't do multiple runs in one day. My club hates me. I am not generating fans. That being said, I was doing multiple runs a day when the Fuji Showtime mode was on, but dude, it felt like I was clocking in. I can't. Like, dude, they need to like add like an autoplay, seriously, because like I don't want to play a gacha game for 3 hours to do 3 runs. It just doesn't. It's not fun. It's not fun for me. I know the autoplay feature is in the JP version, but honestly, I need that to be fast tracked. I need that to be fast tracked like now, because ain't no way, man. Ain't no way. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna use this. I've been using this for a majority of my time. Alright, so like I said in the pin message, you guys, we're doing one career. We are not pulling yet. If you would like to do what you gotta do before that, then do what you gotta do. But we're gonna be doing this one career first, and then we will pull for Christmas Oguri Cap for non-meta reasons. Or in the future, but Side Games did say they were working on a few months ago when that patch dropped way earlier than everybody expected. No. See, we're on a different timeline now. We're on a completely different timeline, which is what I wanted. I wanted this. I don't like that, like, oh, we're going to follow exactly the JP schedule and it's going to be exactly like this. No, I want it to be the Wild West. I want no one to know what characters are coming out. I want no one to know what patches are coming out. Like, that's what I want. But, I mean, we're already we're not too wild. Don't get it wrong. We're not too in the wild, but we're already in our own timeline because the Guts rework came out like way earlier, right? So I'm happy. I don't think it'll deviate too much though. Like I don't think we'll get freaking scenarios ahead of time. I would prefer that, but again, I just want chaos. I think gacha games are way more fun when you don't know what's gonna happen next. Personally. That's why I like Zenless so much. Because Zenless is like Zenless, everybody gets the same patch. And it's like no one knows what's gonna happen. I mean, everyone can assume and like make assumptions based on like what happens in the previous patch and what characters they introduce in the previous patch. And what else? There's probably like some like what do they call those people again? Not beta testers, but data miners. There's probably like data miners and stuff that do all that like leaking and stuff. So if people are really trying to find the information, they'll get it. But like, you know, like I always say, I don't really look for data mine. I don't look for leaks or news. I don't need to know. It's a game, you know. It's a game. I'll get the news from the official source and I'll just chill and hang out. But yeah, it's not like the news isn't available. People can find it if they really try hard enough. Which is why, like I said, I want that for Umamusume, where it's just like, dude, don't just scramble it. Scramble everything. Like scrambled eggs, baby. It's my favorite eggs. It's my favorite. Good old scrambled eggs. Oh my god. Pissed. You need that new deadlock patch to drop like yesterday. Hello, you're new here. Hello there. Hello there, Oguri. I don't like that. I don't like that middle word. I feel like that belittles that belittles my goat. That belittles my goat, Oguri Cap. I know it's a joke. I take this stuff seriously though. You know that new Deadlock patch to drop like yesterday? Have you been playing Deadlock a lot recently? I kind of stopped after Arc Raiders came out. So like back in like October, Arc Raiders took up most of that Deadlock time, and then Tarkov patch dropped, and I haven't really been playing Deadlock. I guess I'm kind of just waiting for Deadlock to come out, just like everybody else, pretty much. I do think Deadlock's going to be really good when it fully releases, but as it stands right now, I mean, it's okay. It's not a bad game. It's just, you can tell that it's just like, we're all just rats in the hamster wheel with Deadlock. If you play Deadlock right now, because you're just like beta testing. Those of you that are on mobile or anywhere where you cannot see the pin message, I am not immediately pulling. It says I'm playing one career first, I'm rolling after. I'm going to be saying that a lot because I know sometimes people just automatically they see the pin message and they dismiss it instantly. I don't know why. People don't like to read or, you know, anything like that. But yeah, it's there. It's there, and you're honestly liable to get yelled at potentially if you don't acknowledge the pin message. Of course she's gonna win. That's Manhattan Cafe. Yeah. Yeah. One. Oh shoot. Oh wait. Oh no. I just realized. Hold on, sorry guys. Oh, that's annoying. Hold on. Sorry, I just realized I didn't do something behind the scenes, and I gotta do it real quick. One moment. You playing more Deadlock now that your Wi-Fi is good again? You would have been no-lifing Deadlock over the holiday break, but you spent so much of it sick. He's sick as hell. Not in the good way. Okay, there we go. That was an oopsie by me. There we go. We should be okay now. You also tried to rank up more in Street Fighter 6. The rank grind is quite difficult. Difficult. I mean, yeah, it's a fighting game, you know. You have to try. And honestly, that's the #1 barrier for many. Yeah, I'm gonna schedule the hopeful stakes as I usually do. At this point, that's my favorite race. At this point, that's my favorite race in this whole game. Is the hopeful stakes. Blue Bloom, baby. Vroom, vroom. No, I can take the speed. Vroom, vroom. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, I just want it to be the Wild West. Seriously. Just drop frickin'... Just drop whoever, dude. Just drop whoever. Don't be on the same timeline as the JP server. Boring. Boring. People preparing months in advance for one character. Just send it, dude. Scramble the teams. Scramble the teams. Damn, I'm not getting a lot of spirit ups. That's actually kind of sad. Whatever. Whatever ever. Where are my spirit ups? There we go. Oh my god. That's what I was waiting for. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I'll mention it again because, like I said, I'll be mentioning it a lot. But we're not pulling immediately yet. Like I said, we're doing one career. If you see the pin message, I hope you do, because then if everyone saw the pin message, I wouldn't have to say it that much, but it is what it is. So I will say it a few times, but yeah, we will be pulling after this career. So get your snacks ready. If your snack takes an hour to cook, then get it ready. Because we're going to be about an hour. We're going to be about an hour, maybe on the fast end, like 45 minutes from pulling. Honestly, you think they keep it mostly the same to not piss off the older servers? Pretty sure they are a bigger segment of their income. I mean, sounds like a whole lot of hoopla to me, honestly. Because like the older, why would the older servers even care? It's like they're already ahead of us, and what happens to them? They like their past is not defined, or their future is not defined by their past. So it's like, I really don't think that should matter. Because like they're already beyond this, so what's the big dealio? What's the dealio? Ayabe, ayabe, ayabe. I think for me, the thing that I want is I want them to scramble the patches in terms of like system mechanics. System mechanics, like, you know, similar to how they released the Guts rework early. I get it if they don't want to scramble the gacha, because I can see how that would make I could see how that would make some people mad, but I think they should scramble the patches, like in terms of the additions and stuff, or like fast track stuff. Not scramble. Scramble might not be the right word, but like definitely fast track certain things. A lot of the quality of life stuff should be like 100% fast tracked, in my opinion, because quality of life is just like way too important. I place a big emphasis on quality of life, at least, so. I would like to believe that most people care about quality of life. They just kind of don't realize how important it is until it's like they see beyond, like, oh, I want this character right, or like, you know, like most people, when they think about like, I feel like the initial reaction that most gacha players have is they just want more content first, instead of getting like, I don't know, like let's say let's say this menu's bugged, like example, right? Just like, I don't know, there's something buggy about the game. Like I feel like fixing the bug would like make things better more than adding stuff. Like 8 times out of 10. Like I actually saw something recently on Reddit. Some guy did like a compilation. I wish I didn't see this, but you know what it is. Like, you know, as much as I try to avoid seeing like future updates because I want to keep things a surprise for myself, most importantly, just keep things a surprise for myself. You know, it still pops up. Unfortunately, I do see like some stuff, and one guy did like a whole he did like a rundown of all the skills that are going to get changed in future updates this year. And like, why don't they just release that now? Is kind of the thing that I'm like on about. Like that's the point, the whole point I was trying to make with like the bug and like the quality of life. Like that's something that should probably get fast tracked, because like that means that these characters are not good. So therefore, why not just make them good now? Because what difference does it make to like anybody? Like even the older servers won't care. I feel like they shouldn't care, because it's like, drop the balance patch faster. I think, why not? I don't think even it should be that hard, because they in theory should have all the files ready to go. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about by like scrambling the patches. Obviously, I would like it if they scrambled the gacha banners, but that's maybe a little too far for the general population. So I'll simmer myself down and be like, dude, just release more balance patches like faster, because it's like, I think that's some of the characters on that list that I saw were like, you know, like Teo, like a lot of the base characters that came out with the game. Oh. Oh wait, I'm gonna rest. Oh yeah, dude, hold on. I want to pull this up on stream a little later, I think, because... No, actually, I might do it right now. Hold on, let me pull it up. Dude, this is sick. This is actually super sick. So, if I can grab it and find it. So what I'm talking about is some American horse racing website did an article on Uma, and I don't know if this is like a really popular horse racing website or not, but let's see if I can find it, man. It was just cool because it was like an American website, and it's like they're just like the article. I read the whole article, and it's like very like informative kind of thing. So it's really interesting to see how much this game is impacting the real life horse world. Like, you know, in America, obviously it's big in Japan, and you know, people are probably it's more like, I don't want to use the word accepted, but I guess accepted is like the only thing I could think of. But yeah, here it is. America's best racing article on Umamusume. Let me open that up. Let me make sure I don't dox myself somehow. Yeah, I wanted to go over this on stream today because it's a really good article. It's like, it's not like poking fun. It's just very informative, and I think the reason is because I think the reason they even made this article in the first place is because I think there's a lot of cosplayers showing up to racetracks, and people are very confused and stuff like that. The other reason an article like that matters a lot, though, is because like that is a great way to possibly add American horses. Like that's a good segue. It's a good entryway. Their foot's in the door kind of thing. Where it's like before, like, oh, this is just a Japanese thing. You know, we don't, blah, blah, blah. But now I think that, like, because it's getting a little bit of traction in the greater space of horse racing, I'm just saying, I don't think the door is actually closed on adding potentially some American horses. I do not. I do not think the door is closed. I actually think it's more open now more than ever. As crazy as it is. It's crazy, but it's crazy. Oh my god, excuse me. Sorry, I had a very interesting breakfast. It involved salsa, and therefore my stomach is a little in turbulence right now. It's a little turbulent, I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling a little bit unstable, but I'm gonna push through because I really don't like using the bathroom and leaving stream alone. Because I think that's a bad streamer. It's not. If you have to go, you have to go. I'm just very particular. I'm very particular. It's like, dude, I can't just leave the stream there on by itself for 15 minutes. What if I got to take a 15-minute dump? Can't just leave it there. Be interesting if they had American horses. I think they added an Italian horse already. Really? Like actually Italian, nothing to do with the JRA? Or was this like an Italian horse that raced in the JRA? Oh wait, shoot, now that you mention that, I just thought about it. They would have, I guess they wouldn't. Well, I don't want to burst a bubble. I don't want to burst anyone's bubble or hope or anything like that, but like, how would they add American horses if they don't have the American races? Huh. They might not add, yeah. Not to play the devil's advocate after I just spoke about cool potential possibilities, but I just realized they probably wouldn't add them because they don't have American races in this game, and that's probably a whole nother can of worms of like copyright and stuff to add. 全ての馬娘が目指す頂点、日本ダービー。スタートです。I think so, but like you, yeah, but like me, I didn't look there. But like you, I didn't look deep into it. You wanna enjoy the new Umas as they come out. My man. He knows the joy of surprise. Too many people have foregone the joy of surprise. They all want to know everything. And in their pursuit of knowledge, they lose a piece of themselves. I'm being very spiritual right now. Can you feel the spiritual energies around you? Ooh. I'm gonna rest next turn, so I will take the 20 guts. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that right now. Can I beat Team Lucky Number? Let me see. What are we actually rocking with? No. I have mostly ease. That is... It's not happening. It's not... It could happen, but it's not happening. Sorry. I'm yawning. But now is a good time, while I take my breather, to announce a hashtag ad. And that's a hashtag ad for myself. Senjo wipes. Sorry. I was trying to think of like a stupid TV ad. Like dude wipes. But yeah, today is Gacha week, guys. Every now and again, like usually once a month, there's gonna be 2 streams in a row where it's usually Uma on Tuesday where I pull, and then the other day there's gonna be ZZZ where I pull again and I do other stuff, but everybody wants to see a good old-fashioned gacha pull. So I'll be also pulling tomorrow for ZZZ. On Thursday, there will be no stream. I am going to go squeeze oranges and squeeze the editing out of the orange. So there will be no stream on Thursday. But on Friday, we're going to be doing our best Amazon employee impression. And it might be scary. I don't know if it is, but this game interested me so bad that like I almost like I impulse kind of bought this game. Easy delivery company. So we're gonna see what's up with that. It's apparently like delivering stuff, but it's kind of scary. I don't know. It might just be a chill vibe. We'll find out. That'll be Friday's game for a little horror game Friday. Possibly. I don't know if it's actually scary, but look, it's got a horror tag on, well, actually, it doesn't have a horror tag. The developer has a very funky description, like on their Steam page. And the last time I saw a game with a funky description, it was one of the best games of all time, in my opinion. And that game was Doki Doki Literature Club. So I'm just saying, Easy Delivery Company might be a banger. There is potential there for it to be a hidden gem. Ooh! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for hitting that 33% or 36. So if you guys are interested in just the absolute degeneracy of gacha pulls, this is the gacha pull week, so tune in for ZZ tomorrow. Otherwise, yeah. And just in case you guys are on mobile or somewhere where you don't see the pin message, I actually don't know. I think mobile does see the pin message, so maybe I'm wrong about that. But in case you're anywhere where you can't see the pin message, we are currently doing a career first, and then we will pull for Oguri after the career is over. We're already about almost halfway done with the career, so we're getting there. We're getting there. The poll is coming soon to a theater near you. Unless you live in like the boonies and then there's no theater near you, because then it's like, oh shoot. I feel like there's a movie theater everywhere, actually. I think about it. Well, no, that's not true. I don't know actually. I can't speak for everybody. Oh my god, excuse me. Rice shower. Easy peasy, easy peasy. They're not even wearing their race wear, bro. That's how serious she is. She's so serious. Every race, it's always the black trench coat with the yellow tie. Yeah. Man, how's everybody's I don't usually ask this, but I'm trying to be less of myself and just be you know what, everybody, yeah, this is the truth, guys. You got to force it sometimes, because you'll never change unless you force it. But I'll just ask people, because, you know, like I've said, I don't really care too much about CMs for myself, but how's everybody else's CM going? Are you guys getting your dubs? I know most people here probably care more than I do. So I am rooting for you guys, by the way. I've said this a few times. If you actually care about the CMs, I hope you win. I really do. I'm actually just hoping to lose. Not like hoping to lose, but like I don't want to steal somebody's win if they care a lot. So it's like I'm a Group B warrior. I'm a Group B warrior, and I'm okay with that. But last time for the mile one, I don't usually stream CMs on this channel. I just do it offline because I don't think it's very interesting. But I did steal a win from 2 jabronis, and I did feel bad because like I said, I don't put any effort into the CM. I literally, what you see, like what I'm doing right now for Manhattan Cafe's career is literally what I do for CMs. I just put a few cards that like I put a few cards that have like green skills that related to the course, and then that's it. I don't do like parents or anything like that. So it's just like, it is what it is. You don't play meta? That's good. Well, I think that's good. Because I don't play meta either. I just don't care. Means I'm just better? No, it doesn't. This is a no-skill game. What the heck? There is no skill related to this game. I hate when I see that on like posts and like Twitter posts. Like you can only be better at something if there's actually a skill expression. There's no skill expression in Umamusume. What the heck? The only thing you're expressing is either how much time you have or how much money you have when it comes to this game. Maybe a combination of both. Made it to grade A final for the first time, even though although you don't play meta, so you're gonna get annihilated. I mean, you still get paid for third. That's the thing. Like, I still participate because, like, if I get third, I still get carrots, so it's cool. Like, I don't really care. I don't really care about getting first. I've said this a few times on this channel, but like, I just don't like gacha games competitively. I'm a competitor in like Valorant, you know, first-person shooters, fighting games, RTSs like StarCraft. Like, I get my competitive nature in other actual like skill-based games. So for me, it's like I can't take gacha games seriously. I never have, and I never will. Which is why I roll on like every character, because I just roll on every character because I like to have fun, and that's how I have fun with these games. I really don't care about like metas or like, you know, any of that. I just treat these games as like for fun, casual games. Did pretty bad, but you didn't put much effort this time. Kind of got shocked at the amount of S+ Umas you saw. Surprisingly, despite losing pretty bad, you got into A finals. Yeah, because dude, it's like, it's also RNG too. I know, dude, all these people I see, they do like these calculations and they have these spreadsheets and stuff, and it's like, and then I see a post later where it's like some dude screenshots the Uma they lost to, and it was like way worse than theirs, and it's like, I don't think we're at the point where the math actually matters yet. You know? Also, another thing is, I'm not speaking from ignorance. I have tested what it takes to, like, you know, be decent at CMs, and like, you know, I've tested the amount of effort, and it's just like, I don't want to go through all that. I don't. I don't. I don't want to spend days farming for one spark, or I don't know, like freaking what were they farming? They were farming for one groundwork spark on their parent, and it's like, ugh, like that's I don't want to do any of that. That's like too much effort and too much work for me when it comes to a gacha game. So that's another reason why I don't care about like doing metas and like gachas, is because usually it's like not worth the effort. Especially in the other gachas that are mostly single player games, like people just do it to flex, right? Because like otherwise, I don't think you really get that much rewarded in like other gachas. Like this one you do, for sure. This one you actually get rewarded like pretty heavily if you try, but like some of the other gachas, like ZZZ, I only play this one. I only play this game in ZZZ. People are like really obsessed with min-maxing when like you're not even competing with anybody. I just don't get it. I don't personally get it. Like, you know, at the end of the day, do what you got to do, and do what you do to have fun. Ultimately, that's all that matters. I think people should just focus on having fun. And if you do have fun, like doing this whole min-max and meta stuff, that's cool. I'm never gonna diss nobody for that. Where I am gonna start potentially dissing people is where it's like, dude, if you're just doing it because like everybody else is doing it, and you're not doing it for like yourself, then it's like you're basically at your second job. You're literally basically at your second job, dude. And your second job is a gacha game. You want to have two jobs? No one wants to have two jobs. Just freaking hang out and have fun. That's when I get, that's the only time I get upset, is like when people like kind of force people to play meta, because like they like push people to play meta when it's like not what they actually want to do, and it's like, that's lame. But then again, some people just get caught up in like the FOMO and stuff, and they don't really like think for themselves sometimes. So I just always encourage people, like, do what's fun for you. If you're not having fun, then it's like, dude, you're basically, if you do all the meta stuff and you're not having fun with it, you're literally like you're clocking in. You're clocking into your 9 to 5. And I just like, I do not like treating video games like that, unless it's like a, you know, like an FPS or a fighting game, you know? Because then it actually feels like I get rewarded in those games. In this game, it's like I've already reached my ceiling, you know? Because I don't really roll for cards. I have gotten really lucky with a lot of gold SRs, but it's to the point where like I can't get S plus because I need SSRs. I need SSRs at higher uncaps. So it's like at a certain point you reach a ceiling and then you just have to spend money. So it's like, then where's your skill, you know? Are you actually better than anybody? You're not better than... That's why I keep saying this game has no skill expression, because like, who am I better than at this point? I can't be better than the A people because I have to spend money. Or I have to, you know... I'm not getting S pluses. It's all RNG. But yeah, if I could abandon the game, if I could abandon the game and still support side games in some way, I would do that probably like a heartbeat. Because I love the shows. I've said this a million times. It always comes up somehow when it comes to Uma, because this game is so polarizing with its community. But I've always said this. I love the shows. I prefer watching the anime. Like, if I had a choice, or if I was forced to like choose between the game and the anime, I would choose the anime like all day. Like, I would just instantly abandon this video game in a heartbeat. But I don't, because, you know, playing it, and I think playing it's not necessarily playing it supports side games, but like it helps. Well, look, I freaking, what do? I buy the daily carrot pack, and when the battle pass comes out, I will be buying that. So you know what? If they funnel that money into more animes, I'm not complaining. I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna be so for real right now. I'm waiting for my Rudolph anime. I'm just saying. I think Rudolph's up next. That's my theory. That's my theory. I know they have... Hold on, before anybody says it. I know they have a Narita Brian and a Sakura Laurel manga that's happening. But in my opinion, they can choose anybody. Because, you know... they have an entire catalog of Umas to choose from to be like in the next show, the next potential show, and they just come up with some plot, and it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be super hot fire. Oh yeah, I also don't want to alarm anybody. But I also don't want to be like... You know how it's like, you know when you watch like your favorite YouTuber? And they slowly stop playing a game that you really liked watching them play? And you either just have to say goodbye or continue alongside them. I'm gonna be honest, I think Uma Tuesday might be done. Like, I still will play Uma, but it's gonna be more like how I play ZZZ, where it's gonna be very sporadic instead of playing Uma every Tuesday. I think I'm breaking some people's hearts right now. Listen to you, huh? Or I'm breaking nobody's heart, and nobody actually, nobody minds too much. But yeah, I was just thinking about it because it's like, I am kind of a broken record during these Uma streams. I literally talk about the same stuff, and it's just like, I feel like it's getting boring. I feel like we need to take a break from playing Uma every week. I still will play. You know, probably play when it's time to pull. But otherwise, it's just like, yeah. What was I thinking about replacing it with? So I know I've created this, like, I don't want to say, I was gonna say meta. I don't want to, what's the right word? Not meta. Routine. I know I've created this routine where it's like Tuesday is like whatever game I play on Tuesday is like the consistent factor. But honestly, I have a lot of indie games that I want to play, and just like other games in general that I want to play. So Tuesday might just be like another variety slot, maybe. Or if like if I find a good story game to take its place for a little bit. I was thinking about starting Detroit. Detroit Becomes Human, and maybe that takes the Tuesday slot for like a few weeks or something. We'll see. I don't really know. I just yeah, like the reality of it is like I just talk about the same stuff every Uma stream, and I feel like it gets really repetitive for the people who tune in frequently, and it's like, yeah, I don't really like that. I don't really like that vision. It's like, oh, he's talking about how he doesn't like the meta again. Oh yeah, oh, here he is. He's on the hill. He's like the old man on the top of the hill. Oh, he's ranting about that there meta again. Oh, he's not. He doesn't care whether you. He only cares as long as you're having fun. You know, oh, he said that like 3,000 times before. And I have said it probably damn near like, maybe 3,000 is a bit of an exaggeration, but damn near feels like I've said it about 3,000 times. So it's just like, yeah, I don't want to become a broken record when we play Uma, you know? How many pulls do I have? About 8K, I think. I don't pull if it's guaranteed. So I like to pull with randomness. So I don't really stack up my carrots. Because even if I don't get Christmas Oguri, I'm cool with it. As long as I get a new Uma, I'm happy. Primarily Narita Taishin. Primarily Aishin Flash. Primarily Narita Brian. Primarily Fuji Kiseki. Any of the 4 that I have listed would be fine and dandy with me. Oops. Whatever, that's fine. The people are so happy I just clicked the view results button right there. It gets us closer to the polls. The crowd's going wild right now. Yeah.
まいた種
But yeah, anomaly. I'm not sure what we're gonna replace it with. I was thinking a story game. Like I was honestly thinking about like you know, like I said, Detroit Become Human, or a few other scary games I've had downloaded, or not scary, sorry, story. I have like a whole catalog. Like I was looking for stuff to buy on the Steam Winter Sale, like what I would think would be fun for stream. And then I realized, dude, I have everything already. Like I did all that like a long time ago. So it's just like, I just need to just play some of these games and stop playing the same old stuff, you know? I as much as I enjoy gachas, I'm a variety guy. I cannot only play gachas. That's just, it's not in my blood. It's really not. It's in some people's blood. It ain't in mine. It is not in mine. I am burnt in terms of streaming gachas. Like I still enjoy doing pool stuff because pools are fun and you know they're fun for me, but like yeah, I don't know. I'm not a gacha streamer. I am, but I'm not at the same time. I don't know how those other people do it, bro. How do they only play gacha games every day? I can't. It's just not for me. It's really not for me. That feels like I'm clocking in for a job. I never want to treat streaming. I never want to treat streaming like that. I always want it to like, oh my god, 50s on both? Wait a minute. That is fire. You'd watch that? Nice. You played Detroit Become Human for like 6 hours but never finished it. If it's your consistent day, then a longer day makes sense. Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, it's not like a written rule that Tuesday is the consistent day. It's just sort of how it worked out, you know? I didn't really... It kind of started as a joke. Because the game I used to play consistently on Tuesday was Tarkov. And then what? Oh, what? Tarkov starts with a T? Tuesday starts with a T? Oh, it could either be Tarkov Thursday or Tarkov Tuesday. Whoa, oh, look at that. Oh, the naming sense. Ooh. So, like, that's kind of where my head was. Not even, like, as a funny joke. Just like a word scheme thing that I thought it'd be, oh, look at that. It's TT. Oh, that's humorous. And that's how it started. So then that's why Uma Tuesday became the consistent day, because it replaced Tarkov. So it's like, yeah, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. It just ended up that way. That's all. Play gachas for max 2 hours, and if it takes more than that, you dip. Probably why, despite watching CM vids and following the meta wasn't enough, you don't play enough. Nah, dude, it's so like I mean, like I said, it's like clocking into a job. Like, remember, it was either the very first CM or the second CM ever in the game. But like I said, I did do my little trial. Like, I tried to, experience the whole grind to see if I would enjoy it. And I was just like, dude, this is too much. I have other games I like to play. I have other things I like to do. I'm good. So, like, I'm with you with that. Like, literally, I'm with you with that. It's just very, very... It's very grindy. Hello there, Starlight on Twitch. I just saw that. Sorry, I'm multi-streaming. It's not so obvious that I multi-stream anymore, so I need to make it... How do I make it more obvious? I guess I can't, really. Otherwise, other than doing that. Hey. Why is it not showing up? Oh, there it is. Why is it so far up? The heck? Alright, whatever. But yeah, no, seriously, that's why I said, like, I said it earlier, dude. There's no skill expression in this game. You're not better than anybody in this game. You know what the only reason your results are good in this game is either you have more time or more money. Because if you have more time to min-max the parents and the grandparents and like get perfect sparks, and then at the same time you have enough time to farm the perfect, you know, because obviously you gotta get your what is it? You gotta get your gold inspos. You gotta get your S rank whatever track you're on. S rank medium, S rank late, blah blah blah. Oh, they had so many mood downs. I gotta chalk that run. Oh, I didn't get my gold inspos. I gotta chalk that. Like, you know, it's a time sink. Like, the people who do well in this game have a lot of time. And or money, because if you're running a full stack of SSRs, that means the amount of runs you have to do is lessened, because SSRs are just better in terms of, like, you know, guaranteeing stats and blah blah blah, this and that. There are obviously really good SRs too, but you know, in general, if you had a bunch of, you would run a full deck of SSRs versus a full deck of not SSRs, so it's like, duh. Yeah, that's why I like don't like. I just don't agree that there's any skill to this game.
世界の馬娘が栄光を求め、ジャパンカップの府中に集う。日本勢は対抗できるのか。3番人気はこの子です。東海帝王。
You completed my follower goal? Hey, thanks. How's my stream going? It's going good. We're gonna be rolling soon. We're gonna be keep rolling. What? Keep rolling. Come on. 各馬娘綺麗なスタートを切りました。誰が先頭に抜け出すか注目しましょう。先行争いは7番、14番、2番、期待通りの結果を出せるか。1番人気マンハッタン。 Only skill about this game is having a thick wallet.
さあ激しい先行争いで前に出たのは7番、第1コーナー回って第2コーナー。長丁場のこのレースですが、7番早くも先頭に躍り出た。続いて2番早くも激しい競り合い。3番手14番サンドシーサー東海帝王。5番手にエアグルーヴ少し後ろから10番、その後から9番少し後ろからオグリキャップ。1馬審査15番5馬身離れてマンハッタンカフェ。その後からゼンノロブロイ1馬審査18番少し離れてシンボリルドルフ。その外並んでウォッカ。
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just passionate about the skill thing. Like, that's the thing that bothers me the most is, like, again, like I said, I don't care if you play meta. I really don't, as long as you're having fun. I think a lot of people forget about the fun factor in their lives. Like, don't just do it because it's FOMO. Don't just do it because everybody else is doing it in the community and you want to feel like you're a part of something. Like, please enjoy yourself. But when it comes to skill and saying X trainer is just better, this guy is just better, bro. Like, the skill ceiling, the skill quote-unquote ceiling for this game is not very high. Disagree with that. If you don't know how to train properly, you'll get subpar results. Well, that's what I'm saying. There's no, that's what I just said. The skill ceiling is not very high. Like, a majority of the time you could just click the rainbow. And again, I'm talking about like in a so here's another thing. This is why I also say the skill ceiling's low. When you learn what your stat thresholds, like what stat thresholds you want for X race, for whatever CM you're doing, then it's just RNG. Because then that's where the time comes in. If you don't have the cards to force the stats that you need, then that's when the cards, then that's when the time comes in. Because you'll just do runs every day until you get lucky. Because look, you know, even me, I got some lucky Umas. Like these, you know, my best Umas are from lucky runs. Because like, that's just how it works. Like my best one is this Oguri. And like I'm happy with this stat lineup, you know? But like this was a lucky run for me, you know? Like this is a difficult stat line for me to normally get, and even then it's like it's obviously not that crazy, but for my cards this is okay. Like a lot of people forget, like then here comes the other ceiling, because it's not just the time invested, it's the other ceiling of your cards. I have a lot of almost maxed out SRs. Sure, whatever. People are gonna be like, "Oh, these aren't that good." Blah blah blah. Like whatever. The point is, you know, I can use them even just for stat sticks or whatever. Blah blah blah. This and that, right? I can use them as stat sticks. I can use them as for skills. Yeah. Rada. But there's a ceiling, and the ceiling is blocked by your money, or you know how lucky you were when you saved up however many carrots to pull or Kita or whatever, and you know hope maybe you didn't get as many golds as you would have liked. Blah blah blah. This and that. Like the ceiling is always just gonna be blocked because you know at the end of the day, you want to run a full deck of SSRs versus a full deck of SRs. So no matter what, like my ceiling for reaching an S rank will always be capped because for one, I don't roll on cards too much because like I said, I don't care about doing good in CMs. So I don't want cards. I want characters. Blah blah blah. I've already mentioned this 1,000 times. But then two, I'm also not willing to spend money. So it's like that's why I say like I just don't like when people use the word skill related to this game. I think it's I think it's dumb. I really do. I do think it's dumb. This is a very minimal skill game. I don't think it's very hard to understand what to click and when to click, you know? I think it'll take learning. Like I don't think you can just pick up the game and like instantly realize that like, oh, I was supposed to click wit right there, blah blah blah. Like, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and say like it's the easiest game of all time, but I don't think it's very hard. It's not very skilled, like it's not very hard to learn. But gachas aren't built to be hard to learn, you know? They're built so you can go play it when you're walking, or like, I don't know, like you're at the park for some reason and you just want to pull up a game, and I don't know, you're at the family picnic and you're bored and you don't want to talk to any of your relatives, so you pull up Umamusume and you click a few times, and then your cousin comes up to talk to you, and then he's like, "Oh, what are you playing?" It's like, "Oh, dude, don't play that. Come, let's play some, I don't know, football. Toss the ball. Oh, go play basketball." Like that's usually how it happens. Well, that's how gacha games are intended to be played. No matter what gacha game they are, that is how they're usually intended to be played. You just kind of open them real quick. It attracts your attention for like, I don't know, like 15 minutes or so, and then you're done. Pretty much the same as you. It took you 5 months to understand what a parent Uma meant. Huh? Sorry, I went on a little Senjo rant there, so I lost. I don't know exactly when you typed that. You just wish the game had a better pity system or better ways to unlock new Umas just by just playing. You want to go through more stories. Yeah, that's how I am. I agree with you to like an extent with that Zero to Hero because I like gachas for the characters. Every gacha I play, I just roll on characters like strictly. Like weapons and stuff, I never roll on them. Like even in this game, I don't roll on cards too often, but I do reluctantly roll on cards because they are a little necessary to the goals that I want to achieve. And the goal that I want to achieve is obviously I want to like A+ my whole stable. Because right now I realized I can't reach S. So the best I can do is like A+ my whole stable. So I do need to roll on cards like a little bit, but like I roll on the Umas way more than I roll on the cards. And that's just because that's just me, you know? Like I'm gonna play the game the way I want to, kind of thing. Why am I looking at this? I think I'm good. That was when I was talking about understanding the game, that it can't be picked up in 2 to 3 runs. Yeah, but I don't think it's that hard to figure out if you're actually trying to figure it out. That's the thing. Like, not everybody, and this is not to insult anybody, like anyone's playstyle, but like not everybody cares about like figuring out their game. You know, like they'll just play. They're not gonna go surf Reddit and ask Reddit for help. They're not gonna surf YouTube and ask for help. They'll just play the game. I'm assuming that's how you were, because he said it took you 5 months to figure out what a parent Uma meant. Because, like, I think for a person who's, like, really trying hard to, like, learn the game fast, they'll, like, figure that out really quickly. Yeah, you're playing for the sake of it, which is, I prefer that. That's how I played. I didn't look up guides or anything like that. I did naturally like pick up stuff because like I was watching streamers play, and it's like just naturally when you watch somebody play, you're gonna pick stuff up. So it's like I picked up stuff like organically is the word I'll use. I'll pick it up organically. So it's just like, but again, I just don't, you know, care too much about metas and stuff like that. How did I come up with my VTuber design? It all started from a game called Castle Crashers. You probably hit the skill knowledge cap at about 30 to 50 runs, depending on how dense the trainer is. Depending on how dense the trainer is a raw statement. That's very real. That's very real. Could be higher if they don't play consistently. You're right, low skill ceiling. I mean, yeah, like gachas aren't meant to be hard, you know. They're just not. They're just not. Like like I said, you just play it. You're supposed to play it on your phone, and I don't know. You pull it up like at the dinner table randomly when you are bored, or you know, just random stuff like that. You're chilling on the couch and you pull it up, and it's like they're not like they're just not intensively hard games, because that's not their design philosophy. The design philosophy is like any Joe Schmo scrolling the app store can pick it up and just like play, you know. You weren't able to pull Oguri in 50 rolls. Don't know if to go pay. Well, I always say never to pay. Skull. I only do daily carrot pack in this game. Because I do play the game every day, and I do feel like if you play the game if you open this game and do at least one run every day, I think the daily carrot pack is worth it. In my humble opinion. But like actually paying for carrots, nah, never. They will never get me. Okay, never say never, but it would take a really good deal for them to get me. And speaking of a good deal, I heard there's a ticket selector thing coming up where it's like you could just literally just choose an Uma. They might get me with that, I'm not gonna lie. I get to just straight up choose Fuji or Tamamo Cross. I'm kind of Doug Dimmadome for that. I'm kind of Doug Dimmadome at the Doug Dimmadown for that. You're getting Tamamo? Dude, don't tempt me, Anomaly. I swear to God, bro. Do not tempt me, man. I swear to God. I might cancel the poll stream. Seriously. I really want Tamamo Cross. But like I said, I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to be here the last 2 weeks of January, and that's when she comes out. And I don't want to pull off stream because I think that's boring. But then I'll miss the banner. Because I'm not going to be here. What a freaking conundrum, bro. I might just get like a screen cap thing. How do people do it? I don't use my phone. I'll tell you guys that right now. I'm not a phone guy. I'm basically a boomer when it comes to using my phone. I only know how to scroll apps. Does iOS have a screen cap thing naturally, or do I gotta download it? That being said, I'm really tech savvy with the computer. I love the computer. I know how to freaking manage my BIOS. I know how to freaking get to my hidden fold. Like, I know how to do a lot of stuff on the computer, but my phone, I hate using my phone. I'm not a phone guy. If I just had a normal flip phone, I'd be happy. I'm just saying.
ここは負けられない一番人気4番マンハッタンカフェ実力は完全に上位ですね貫禄すら感じてしまいますこの子の鋭い差し足が炸裂するか期待しましょう影より早く駆け抜けました
There'll be a ton of quality improvements coming. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. I mentioned this a little bit earlier in the stream. Maybe you caught it, maybe you didn't. But I like gachas where it's like we don't know what's coming. Like, I hate it when it's like, oh, we're gonna just follow the JP server and we're just gonna follow the exact same timeline they like. I think that's boring. I like it when like we don't know who's coming, or maybe we get like a quality of life patch earlier or something like that. Like, I want us to be on our own timeline. I want it to be absolute chaos and no one knows whether to save their carrots or not save their carrots. I think that would make the game 1,000 times more fun too, in terms of like PvP. People don't think so, but like, I think they're afraid just because like, oh, I've gathered all this knowledge. Oh, hold on, wait, let me put on my glasses. I've done all this research on my Google Doc. If they release a character early, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So yeah, but I want it to be chaotic because then it's like, dude, it's like real life. It's like real life, bro. I'm gonna roll on this horse and win the Champions Meet. and they won't even know the meta, because how do you establish the meta and all that chaos? You just don't. You just don't. You just don't. Pulling for global Umas while in Japan? Facts. Because I will never play a global. I will never play the global server of this game. Because I'm okay with waiting. I am not in any rush. Plus, like I said, dude, managing 2 gacha accounts, no. I already am tired playing 1 Uma account. Like, no way, man. Like, I don't even play my 3 runs every day. Like I said, I think I might get kicked out of my club. I don't know if like the club leader can see that, but like I said, I slithered my way into a decent club. I definitely slinkied my way in the early game. And in the early game, I was actually doing all 3 of my runs every day. Now I'm just like, dude, they say it takes too much time, bro. It takes way too much time. But I take CM more seriously if the schedule was random, so people could follow a predefined meta. Yeah, I would. Well, what do you mean? So people could not follow a predefined meta? Because if the not is in there, then yes, I would. I think it's actually the lamest thing of all time that people have all this information from like 4 years ago, and they just follow it. I actually think it's the lamest thing ever. I like it when it's like, dude, you don't know how to prepare properly, and it's just you have to prepare properly based on your own merit. No one's doing it out of their own merit. They're using a freaking spreadsheet. They're using like all this, information that was gathered years ago. I can only imagine how fun it was when it came out in Japan for the very first time, and no one knew anything. I think that's fun. I love that, because then it's just like, dude, that's great. Like, that's like learning, like, and no one's learning anymore. Like, they're just following whatever somebody else told them. It's just natural when a game gets released years later. But you're not hearing what I'm saying. You're not hearing what I'm saying, Hassan. I'm saying, like, if they randomized everything, then we would be on our own timeline, and therefore it wouldn't matter. If they randomized everything, we would be on our own timeline to where the knowledge of the past doesn't matter. And they could do that, they just won't do that. So, but I've already admitted that, like, that's why I don't try. That's why I don't care about the CMs, So, I'm just mostly spitballing and speaking theory, Konnichiwa. Isn't it Ohio gozaimasu? I think it's morning over there. But yeah, it's like, that's what I want for this game. I do not like it when gachas do this. I really don't. Like, I've played a few gachas in my past where it's like they follow the Chinese server or whatever. I don't like it when they do this, because I think it just makes it boring. Because it's like, oh, hey, everyone needs to know. Everyone has to know. They're grubby for the knowledge. Oh, I need to know this. I don't like the element of surprise. I don't like the joy of not knowing. Everybody just needs to know. Oh, I have to know. Oh. Like, so they're just grubby for like all the knowledge, and it's like, I think it takes the fun away. I think a lot of the fun in stuff is when you experience stuff for the first time. Like, just in general, not just related to gacha, but in life. It's like, people not knowing something is okay, and learning and experiencing something new for the first time is is fun. I think it's fun, like, just in general. So it's like, you know, everybody knows what Uma's coming out. Everybody knows when this patch is coming out. And it's just like, it makes things so rigid and boring, in my opinion. But, I mean, that's just how I view things. It's a very, like, personal thing, because it's like we're, like, diving into not gaming. We're, like, diving into, like, just life in general at this point. But, like, I just think it makes things way less fun when it's, like, somebody's just telling you stuff the entire time. And it's not like somebody's, like, telling us, like... It's not like somebody's telling us, like, oh, yeah, this is when this Uma comes out. Like, no one's in my ear saying that, but it's just, like... It's so ingrained into the culture of gacha games. It very much is ingrained into the culture that, like, somebody who's just casually strolling along, like any of yourselves who tune into the stream randomly, you're so used to it, like, oh, this person knows that this person has to know that this Uma's coming out in 3 months, or this person has to know that this patch is coming out in 3 months. How do they not know? I know that. How do they not know that? So it's just like, it's expected, sadly, but I don't think it should be the norm, because I think that's boring. But it is sadly the norm, so I've gotten used to it. You know, people come in and they talk about stuff that I'm not privy to, and they spoil stuff for me unintentionally. It's not really their fault, but, like, sadly it's expected, which is annoying, but it's like part of gacha culture that everybody for some reason is just obsessed with, like, knowing this and that, and it's like, I just think it takes a lot of the fun away. I think it takes a lot of the fun away. It makes things way more boring. Which is why, like I said, I don't do research at all. Like, stuff will get spoiled to me naturally because I scroll, like, you know, I scroll Twitter and I scroll Reddit, and I see Umamusume stuff because it's part of my algorithm, obviously. But you know, I see stuff that I don't want to look for. Like, I don't want to see that frickin' Nakayama Festa is coming out at X time or whatever. You know, I'm just gonna wait for the official announcement, but I still do end up seeing it. So it's just like, it's just part of the culture for, like, a lot of stuff these days. It's just people are obsessed with, like, having the knowledge and not just, like, experiencing the knowledge. Everybody wants to know, like, way ahead of schedule, everything. Angel Cat. Oh my god, I missed that. I'm sorry. I don't even know if you're still here. Really hope you get her. You know, trying to build a specific team, you just want a dirt racer who can run medium distances to collect all the trophies. Oh, nice. Hopefully you do. Good luck on your pulls. We're about to do some pulls right now. Alright, Senjo rants aside. Many Senjo rants aside. Possibly Senjo rambles. What's the difference between a ramble and a rant? I don't know. I actually don't. But we've arrived. We've done the career. We've killed time. I was hoping to get some carrots from the initial rewards, but it is what it is. Does this go to a mill? It does go to a mill. Okay. I actually need to do this. I didn't get anywhere close to a mill the last time Bingo was around. I need that 500, baby. Give me that 500. Give me that 500, baby. Okay. Right, let me get my 75 for the day, and then we'll go. Takes about a week of casual playing to get all the rewards, really. Yeah, I just don't play as much as most people do. Like I said, I like to play other games. I've been playing like Tarkov lately. I'm playing a lot of Tarkov lately. I love that game. What else have I been playing? No, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I just play like this and Tarkov, and then I do some editing. I have my routine. You like to fix schedule and see the future? You can save your carrots for meta cards and you don't have to spend thousands just to compete. I mean, are you even competing now? It's kind of like the thing. I swear, some people say that and it's like, are you consistently winning A finals now? Because like if you are, then sure. But like if you're not, then it's like, I don't think having the schedules being known in advance is gonna help you. And remember, even if you say yes, you're just one person. Like I've seen all these people who like freaking, I don't know, they have S+ Umas and they lose to like an A+, and it's just like, I don't know, man. It's like it almost feels like it doesn't matter. I think later down the line it matters more. But right now it almost like we're still like, okay. Right now, in my opinion, we're still in the early game. Where you can still kind of slinky your way. Obviously later, like, it becomes more structured because there's more cards and blah blah blah, this and that. But like right now, the game's not so rigid yet. So it's like, that's why people get so shocked. Like I always see these posts where they literally screenshot the Uma they lost to compared to their Umas, and it's like, on paper their Umas are better, but it's like they'll still lose, right? Because the paper don't matter. The paper don't matter. It matters what actually happens. You can do all the theory testing, all the freaking, all the code. What is it? Custom rooms. You can do all the custom rooms you want, but like, when it comes to the real deal, if you're still losing in the real deal, then it's like, did the paper even help you, bro? I'm not talking about just you, by the way, Mushroom. I'm just speaking about like out loud, like to any like a hypothetical person. Because like I said, the goal, the goal of anybody who's like super sweating the meta is to obviously win A finals. That should be your goal if you're super sweating. Because like, you know me, like I said for myself, I don't super sweat. So like, I don't care if I lose. Like, I don't care if I get third in B finals. My Umas are good enough to always make it into B, so it's like, I don't care if I get third today. If I get third today, whatever. If I get first, I'm gonna feel bad. Because I have this attitude, and if I win with this attitude, it doesn't feel right. As a person who actually respects competition, as a person who actually respects the spirit of competition, if I win with like this nonchalant attitude, I actually feel bad because it's like I just don't care. So like me winning, and as a person who doesn't care, that makes me feel bad because it's not respectful to the people who put more effort, you know. I care about that stuff. If people don't, then that is what it is, but I care about like the respect. Custom rooms are so funny to you. It's as if they know the lobby they'll end up in, so they just create those custom rooms like crazy. Yeah, it's like, I never really, like, this game is so random, so I don't know. Again, another reason why I don't think this game has skill is because there's just so much randomness in it. The theory in the paper just does not. It matters a little, sure, but I've never been a theory person. I've always been like an action person, where it's like it matters what happens in the actual event, not what you freaking conjure up in your witch's cauldron at home. You know, like it matters what actually happens when it's time to play. You're staying in B finals for now? It's kind of exactly my point, is like, even if you save for meta cards, are you even gonna go past B finals? Like I would like to, hopefully you do. I'm not saying you won't, but like I have a hard time believing that like the average player does not use the fixed schedule to their advantage, and even if they save for meta cards, they're still, it almost feels like they'll still just be in B finals anyways. So it's like, like I said, I just want the Wild West. Like, I think it'd be better for everybody. Speaking of Tarkov, you love watching Stank-Rat videos. Do you have any other YouTubers to recommend? Stank is probably like one of the more entertaining like Tarkov players. All the other Tarkov players I watch, they're more skill-based, and like they're very good at the game, but they're not as entertaining as Stank. Obviously, if you get entertained by like good gameplay, then you know, like people like Landmark or Sheaf, they're good Tarkov. They're really good Tarkov people that I like watching. But I like watching Stank because Stank's pretty entertaining. He brings the entertainment value to Tarkov. So if you're just looking for like entertainers, I think you should just stick with Stank. Alright, but enough disgruntled Umamusume player chat. You guys have exactly 5 minutes because I'm doing the intro for the YouTube video, or I'm doing what I usually do for every, I'm introing the pools. You have 5 minutes to get your snacks ready. Do what you gotta do, because it's pool time. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been here before. I've always been here. I will continue to be here until I get tired of this game, or it for some reason dies. Just like every other gacha game I play. That's how I treat every other gacha game I play, is what I meant to say. We are pulling for Christmas Oguri Cap. Not my first choice. As much as I enjoy Oguri, I don't like costumes. I actually hate costumes because I have a thing where it's like I want one of every Uma. I want one of every Uma. I don't want dupes, and costumes are technically dupes. That being said, the real character that I want, Tamamo Cross, I'm not going to be here for. I'm actually just not. I'm going to be going on vacation the last 2 weeks of January. And I'd rather not pull off stream. I think that's kind of boring. So that's why we're going to pull for Christmas Oguri. Would I be mad at Christmas Biwa? No, I would not, because I don't even have a Biwa to begin with. And you know me. You know how I operate. You know how I do this every time. I want every Uma. As I mentioned earlier with the costume thing, I don't like dupes, especially costumes. Last time I did a pull, I got Wedding Mayano. The video is not out yet, but for those of you that watched that stream, I did get Wedding Mayano, and I was a little upset because I already have Mayano in regular form. I don't care about costumes. I really don't. That being said, I don't have a Biwa. And, you know me, I like to pull with no guaranteed pity. Why do I do this? I don't recommend most of you do this. If you actually want a specific Uma, I don't recommend any of you do this. But I do this because there's a chance. A minuscule chance, but there is still a chance. that I get some of the goats that I missed along the way. And the goats I missed along the way... Tragedies. For those of you that have seen the videos. If you haven't, check them out. They're there on YouTube, on the video section. I missed out on Fuji. I missed out on freaking Aishin Flash. I missed out on Narita Bryan. I missed out on, the GOAT, Narita Taishin, with her white Vans. Damn, Daniel. Oh my god. And then her sick puffy jacket. I think she's one of the most well-dressed Umas. She has the drip. I don't care about the meta mushroom. I've said it many times. That brings us to my next point. I am not pulling Oguri for meta reasons. I'm pulling her because she's my Oshi. And like I said, if I was actually going to be here in the last 2 weeks of January, I would have waited for Tamamo Cross. But I'm not going to be here, so we'll pull for Christmas Oguri. The meta can actually lick my balls. That being said, enough of the Ligma moments. Let's get ready. Let's get ready to rumble. We have 8,910 carats. You know me. It ain't fun if it's guaranteed. I'm a true gacha player. I embrace the gacha. The random. What am I gonna get? That door means nothing. You know we're in upgrade land. You know we're upgrading somewhere. We are upgrading somewhere. Or guess what? Favorite star also means nothing. We gotta be upgrading. It's gotta be Upgrade Nation. Somewhere in here. I knew it. This is why I tell everybody this. I tell everybody this every time, every video. Favorite star means nothing. Favorite star means... the door means not... Like, it could say long shot and I'll still win. Watch this. Watch this. You want to see it? Want to see it happen? Long shot. Give me a long shot right now. That's what I wanted. I wanted the bald door. Give me a long shot star right now. I don't even get excited. Favorite star doesn't mean anything. It means absolutely nothing. I tell this. I say this every time. I say this every time. The only time it means something is when it actually means something, and you guys know what I'm talking about. Oh! Oh my God! Oh! Imagine the double? Imagine the double. That was crazy. That's not turkey, that's mutton. Oh my freaking God. That was anticlimactic. I wanted to lose. I wanted to sweat for it. I didn't even sweat for it. I usually do this whole dramatic entertaining thing. Well, you know what? We RNG'd it. We RNG'd it, and there it is. And there it is. You gave me my pull luck. You gave me your pull luck. So I think you're new around here, Hassan. You may or may not be, but there's videos of me being extremely unlucky, because streamer luck is not real, by the way. You know why this is not real? Because I've lost more than I've won. I'm just on a little bit of a hot streak right now. Apparently. Apparently I'm on a little bit of a hot streak right now. That's kind of crazy. That was a little insane. Well, I mean, damn. Streamer luck is real for some. Nah, I think it's all BS. I really do. I think it's just called regular luck. Like the average luck of any person. I don't think there's anything streamer about it. I think it's all a load of bulo. I think it's a load of malarkey. A load of hoopla. All right, this would be streamer luck though if I hit right here. Watch this. I'm a fiend. I'm a fiend. I'm a fiend for pulls. I'm a fiend. I'm a fiend. I know I already won. But I'm a fiend. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this long shot star of the century right here. Are you ready? Dude, whoa. Dude, it paused there for a second. I thought it was gonna... Oh my god. Stop. You're scaring me, game. You're scaring me. Okay, that was a lot of golds for long shot. Like I said, it doesn't actually matter. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. All right, we're done. We're done. Also, the reason I did that last pull was because, like I said, I really want Fuji or Asian Flash or any of the Naritas. But it's okay. Another day. Another day. Well, that was something, wasn't it? That was something indeed. That was ridiculous, honestly. That was kind of stupid. That was kind of dumb. I mean, whatever. All right, I can't complain. I cannot complain. I cannot. Well, can I play now? Oh, in 30 minutes? Or can I do it now? What does this mean? No, I gotta wait for 30 minutes. We'll end the stream with this. You deserve a dumb luck sometimes, just like anyone else. That's what I'm saying. I think it is just dumb luck, you know? I've taken my L's. You guys know this. If you've been around the stream and you've watched the videos, I've taken many L's on my forehead. As Smash Mouth would say. I'm not a stranger to taking the L. I have a mostly losing record on pulls on stream. Again, which is why I say, you know, streamer luck isn't real. I have the stats to prove it. I think that was just regular, good old dumb luck. But I'll take it. But I will take it. Oh, buddy. I even got out of my seat. I was ready to do my usual dramatics for my heart was my heart rate was going up, but my heart rate wasn't there yet, you know. They shut me down. They kind of shut me down, man. They didn't give me the thrill of the hunt on the gacha pulls today, man. I told you guys I'm a fiend. I do this. I do this, dude. You know what? We're even doing it tomorrow. Not on Uma though. I'm playing Zenless Zone Zero tomorrow. Here's my stream schedule. I post it every I post it every Monday, so you know what I'm gonna stream, when I'm gonna stream. If you want to be there for what I'm gonna stream, then you know what I'm gonna stream. Stream. So yeah, but yeah, I'm doing pulls on ZZZ tomorrow. Let's see if my luck's gonna be just as good. Let's see if my luck's gonna be just as good. You mean to start ZZZ? Tells Dandy to join you for a bit. Thank you, Featherheart. Appreciate it. You've been meaning to start ZZZ. Is it new player friendly? Yeah, I'd say so. I've been playing since it came out, so I have a lot more advantages, obviously, because you know playing on launch gives you a lot more inherent advantages. But I'd say so. But again. So take what I'm saying for a grain of salt, because again, I don't know what it's like to start a fresh account in the current era of ZZZ at all. So I'd like to believe so, but I really don't know. I'm not speaking from experience. That was interesting, wasn't it, guys? That was interesting. How do I kill 30 minutes without doing a full career? Oh, whatever. I might as well just start one. Oh my god, excuse me. What does she get for her career events? Winter Runner? I know you have to get these things because she has a skill related to endurance stuff. At least 3 times. I need to get some of these. Do 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 do. Am I streaming them? Yeah, I might as well. If it actually falls on the date, like of Tuesday, anomaly, then I'll play it on stream. It doesn't always though, but it just so happens that today it is falling on Tuesday, so I'll do it. Bam, 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 bam. 15-15. I like late surging, so that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Nobody can stop me. Bam, 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 bam. I do want to take a Tachyon, because that's another recovery skill. I just want more power. Let's just go grab a power guy down here. Grab a power guy down here. Honestly, I'll just take the power McQueen. It's fine. It's fine. I ain't finishing this run on stream anyways. We're just gonna wait till CM opens and then I'm done. And then I'm done. I'll run the same thing. Yeah. The streets are gonna say this is not worth it. And let me tell you guys this, I've never cared what the streets have to say. I'ma do things my way. It's my way. My way or the highway. Remember me saying that I want Fuji? Well, you can have mine because she wouldn't leave you alone when you were pulling for Halloween rice. No, it's actually funny. The Uma that leaves me alone, or that does not leave me alone, is actually one of my 2 favorites in this video game. And it's It's actually funny. It's McQueen. I like McQueen and Oguri. Those are my two favorites. And she didn't leave me alone so much that I got a natural 5-star McQueen. Almost natural. Almost natural. Okay, so let me show you. This is actually insane how many McQueens I got. They call me Northern Lion Jr. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. So for McQueen, I only have her at the 2 cost at 15. So this is to finish off 5-star. This is to finish off 5-star. No, that's not anime McQueen. That's regular McQueen with the anime costume. I have her just wear the anime costume. It's regular McQueen that I have maxed out. Anyways, yeah, so like having 5-star with these star pieces is insane. Because let me tell you, like, it's gonna be in a video. I'm literally making the video today. But like, I had it at 1 and 25, and she was at 4 stars, like at like 4.5, something like that. Actually, I could kind of show it. Like where my Oguri is. No, not Oguri. Where my normal Oguri is. No, wait. Can I find a better example using someone else's bar? No, I can't. Or Air Groove? No. Pissed. Tachyon? Anyways, she was about at like, I don't know, like 200 or something. She was about at like 200 or something. I don't know. Hey, don't ever call my goat that. I hate this narrative. She likes to eat. It is what it is. I pulled at 8,000. I pulled at 8,000 and I went down to 4. And then I got her. So what is that? 20? I know it says 30. It says 30, but I did one more pull after. They call that a heat check. In my area, they call that a heat check. The banner was hot. The banner was hot. I had to see if I could sneak another SSR in there. But yeah, I got her in 20 pulls. So 2 10 pulls. Or yeah, 2 10 pulls. Year of the Horse Girls. Hello there, Marcus on Twitch. First time chatter. Sorry guys, it's not actually obvious, but I am multi-streaming. It's not entirely obvious, but I do multi-stream. It used to be a little bit more obvious in the past, but I got rid of some stuff. But yeah, I feel like I have to let it be known. Let it be known. Santa-san. Let's go, Oguri. I am actually happy with this, but like I said, some of my real I shouldn't be ungrateful. I shouldn't. This is gonna be bad karma for tomorrow when I pull in ZZZ, but like I don't like costumes, guys. I don't. I'm playing the same character. There's no difference. Oh, they have a different skill. Oh, it's a different skill. Oh, different growths. Oh, it's the same character, man. I was honestly really hoping that I would get like a Taishin or a freaking. I shouldn't say. I stop talking. Stop talking. Talking to myself. Stop talking. That's bad juju. I was literally blessed. Whatever. It's fine. Fine. To be honest, you really like Oguri Christmas outfit versus OG one? I don't know. Outfits just, like I said, it's like, it's the same character. It doesn't matter to me. Like, I don't know. And the thing is, the art in this game is not distinct enough for me to care about the outfits. Like, a good example is like in the anime for Cinderella Grey, when she first put on her default outfit for the first time, that was fire. That was sick. But like the game's style isn't distinct enough for me to like really care about the outfits. So it's just like eh. Eh. I think that's why I got Christmas Oguri, by the way. I'm just going to say that right now. The more you want something, the less you get it. The more you don't want something, the more you get it. I think that's literally like you can't fake that. If you try to be like, oh, it would suck, dude, if I got an Oguri and then you actually want Oguri, that's like, you can't fake it. The gods know. The gacha gods know. Like, I'm not faking it. I'm serious. Like, I really don't like costumes. So for me, it's just like, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, maybe, you know what, I'll pull Tamamo when I'm not here in 2 weeks, and I'll screen cap it. I'll find a way to screen cap it and then freaking pull it up for the Uma stream after my vacation. You love Umamusume Tuesdays. This guy just hit and run to my Twitch chat. Gidon? I don't really like min-max my runs, dude. I don't really like care too much about meta. I rolled for Oguri for purely non-meta reasons. So, I don't... Yeah. If there was a guts that you thought I should have taken, I mean, I just kind of don't really particularly care. Well, that's just how I roll, you know. I play this game for fun, not to like be super sweaty or try hard. As everyone should, to be fair. No. I think you should do whatever is most fun for you. So if people like having fun being the sweaty, like, you know, being sweaty and min-maxing and stuff, you know, more power to them. What I don't like is like when people push people to play the way they play. I think that's bad. I think people should just be very self-aware, you know, not give in to FOMO and just like play the game the way they'll enjoy the game, not the way that people say, oh, you know, roll for this character, roll for this card, blah, blah, blah. Like, if you don't do this, your account's bricked. Like, I think that's the stupidest thing of all time. But as long as you're actually having fun, if people actually have fun doing the min-max stuff, then, you know, why would I take that away from them? Everybody has fun in their own ways, you know? It's like football players saying basketball is stupid and stuff like that, or like football fans, and, you know, like, everybody thinks something is going to be dumb, but if you're just enjoying yourself, then I have no complaints. Like I said, my only issue is when people treat this game like a job and then they get, like, upset because, like, their time wasn't rewarded. It's a game, you know, you have to have fun.
少し
Like, if you're not having fun, what is the point? You aren't, like, are you about to clock in, man? Not you specifically, but like, you know, just like this hypothetical guy that I'm talking to. These guys clocking in for their 3 runs of Uma? Or what? Not me. Not me.
よしやろう
Dude, I can't do 3 runs anymore. I'm like, I just want to play other games.
任せてくれ
It's a collective way of thinking. It happens in most communities. Yeah, I guess, but
早く
I think it's to the detriment of people's own self-enjoyment, which is why I care a lot. Like, and I always say the stuff that I do when it comes to, like, you know, like, acknowledge how you like to have fun. You're gonna hear me say that a lot. I say that a lot for a good reason. It's because, like, that is what matters the most. Like, if you aren't having fun the way everybody else is doing it, then why would you do it, you know? I'm a very, like, individualized person, though. I don't follow trends too often. And it has to be a trend that I actually like. Like when Uma came out, when Uma first dropped on the scene in the summer of 2025, I liked it initially because, you know, people were like freaking out over their Umamusume running in the race, and they were like, you know, getting into it like a real horse race. That's the reason why I liked it. So it's like, because, you know, I thought it was fun.
トレーニングが待ち遠しい
It only becomes a collective way of thinking because everybody wants to relate to one another. But, like, it's possible to do that while having differing opinions. It's just people usually don't like to admit that. Like, no one wants to be the person, like, that has the other opinion, even though inside they do have a different opinion from the person they're talking to sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. But it's just like, now we're getting into, like, the psychology of, like, humans, which is another thing I'm interested in. I'm somewhat of a people watcher in real life. I always look at these little things and I'm just like, why does this person do this thing? And it's like, well, probably because for like more psychological reasons or blah blah blah, this and that. God forbid if you have a different opinion. I'm usually on the side of having a differing opinion. For most of the time, most people really don't care if you have a different opinion. Like literally, you guys literally aren't trying to crucify me right now, so most of you just don't care. It's just like when you talk about it in like public spaces like Twitter and stuff is like where you get like buried. But in general, most people really don't care. Like the average normal individual genuinely doesn't care if you have a different opinion. It's usually like the very like the zealots and like the fanatics, like the people I tried to mention, where it's like they believe like playing the meta is the only way to play, so they try and force it on everybody, you know? And you know what's funny? It's actually hilarious. A lot of those people, they more than likely like consume guides and all that stuff. And it's funny, like the guide creators, like people who make guides for this game, they don't do any of that. They don't like push people to play their way. They don't like insult play styles. It's ironically the people who consume the stuff. Like I actually love the people who make the spreadsheets and the guides. They're coming from a good place. It's the people who are absorbing that information that for some reason just feel inclined to just be absolute douchebags about like forcing the majority of people to play meta. I don't know. Yeah, people who make guides in the spreadsheets, more power to them. They're awesome. They're putting in the work to be helpful. It's just like it's yeah. The pull tribble? What is that? Sorry, I'm catching up on stuff. I'm not reacting late. I'm just catching up. I send you rant TM. It's a common occurrence here. Hello there, Adius. What's up? Hey, Adius. I gotta bring that back, dude. I keep forgetting that's our thing. You hit me with the hey, Senjo. I hit you with the hey, Adius. I keep forgetting. One community that you've interacted for, Umamusume, just shoves at you the best aspect of anything you can do while disregarding everything else. Twitter and Reddit are two sides of the same coin, IMO? I guess so. To be honest, if you're playing the meta, why would you want other people to also play the meta? It just lowers your chance. It lowers your chance to win anyway. Yo, Adius, have to turn on live chat now that you're here. Oh yeah, that's right. If you guys aren't using live chat, use live chat. YouTube has this weird thing where it's called top chat versus live chat, but just use live chat. You'll see. Yeah, just use live chat. What's up, Screedle? You've seen a Reddit post where a goal sheet had maxed out stats, speed, stand, power, and people genuinely flamed the guy for not having straightaway spurt. Yeah, man. I mean, I know what that's all about. Like, in terms of, like, people beat people, like, dogpiling on me in other games, because, for those of you that are new here, I'm not like a gacha gamer. I play gacha games frequently because I actually enjoy certain gacha games, like this one in Zenless Zone Zero, but, in general, my background is, like, very FPS and, competitive game focus, like other, like, you know, real multiplayer games, like fighting games, Valorant, Counter-Strike. I should say it in the other order, because I was a Counter-Strike player first, baby. Let's not forget my roots. But so basically, like, I know what it's all about playing meta. I can play meta if I wanted to. It's just like, these are my chill games. Like, these are my chill games. I'm not gonna play meta in a gacha game. I'll play meta all day in a shooter. I'll do everything I can to do to win, but, like, nah, I'm good. Like, I get all of my competitive itch. I get all of my competitive itch out in freaking other outlets. So it's just like, for me, gachas are just chill time. But yeah, I agree, Ophelia. It's, well, the reason Ophelia, they want other people to play meta is because it's still a community. Like, people want to talk to people. It's just inherent human nature. People want to talk to people that are doing the same thing they are. No one wants to feel alone. It's just, the problem is, it festers like the tribalism type thing, where it's like, oh, it's the free-to-play versus the whale. I can't interact with you. You don't spend money on the game. Oh, you're poor. Okay, sorry. You know, that kind of thing. That happens. That actually happens. That happens in other gachas. It really does. They fester the frickin'... for some reason, everybody feels like, oh, you know, if you're not in Whale Gang, I just can't talk to you. Like, and then it's just like, it's so strange. And it happens more in this game because, like, people just expect you to play competitive because there's a PvP mode. I have air quotes right now. There's air quotes in there. You just can't see them. Hold on. Let me just... So it's just like they very quickly ostracize you. In this game in particular, for some weird reason. But I mean, I do my own thing. I don't really care what the streets say. I've said this multiple times. If the streets got something to say, most of the time I ain't listening. One day you'll be released from the Shadow Realm. One day, Adadius. Your competitive side goes to Yu-Gi-Oh! Your move. Boom, 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 boom. Yu-Gi-Oh! Did Oguri come easily or did she fight? Nope, 20 pulls, baby. And I know why. Because I didn't actually want another Oguri in a costume. The more you want something, the less you get it. The less you want something, the more you get it. I am being a little ungrateful right now. I won't lie. I'm very aware. But I mean it when I say it. I just don't like costumes. I don't care if their skills are different. I just don't want a copy of the same character. But we got her. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, what graphics card did you get, Adius? The final piece of Exodia? Since Hassan put the Yu-Gi-Oh in my mind? The final piece of Exodia? Oh my god. Yeah, what GPU did you get? 4 minutes till CM. Word life, word life. I will show you guys how much I don't care about CM. I still do play. You know, I still do play because what else are you gonna do? I will say CM does give me like something to do because it lets me mess around with different Umas that I've never played with sometimes. Like I usually only play characters that can run like mediums and longs, but when the Mile one was around, I messed around with some characters that I usually don't play. So that was cool. But the carrots. I'm gonna tell you something I always say. I'm gonna tell you something that I always tell everybody, Gidon. Everybody wants the treasure at the end of the rainbow, but people forget that the rainbow's in the sky and you might slip and fall and die. And basically what the analogy means is not everybody wants to put in the effort to get the max carrots. Not everyone's going to enjoy the journey to do that either. I'm one of those people. I don't care if there's carrots at the end of the rainbow. I don't care about the rewards because I don't want to do what it takes. I don't want to farm parents. I don't want to farm grandparents. I don't want to farm sparks. I don't want to do all these time-consuming things that's necessary to be good at this game. Quote unquote good. You know? I don't. It's not fun. If it's fun for you, continue to do so. But for me, for me and maybe for some other people who don't realize it yet, I think they need to look inward. You know, stop listening to all the YouTubers, stop listening to all the Twitter people, stop listening to Reddit. Listen to your heart and realize maybe it's not worth your time. Even if there is carrots there. I'm not saying don't interact with it, but I'm saying don't waste days trying to get this perfect grandparent, this perfect parent. Like what literally this is what I do for CMs. Are you watching? This is what I do. This is literally all I do. I put in a few cards. Oh, what does this CM have? It had wet conditions, right? I'll put this card in for wet conditions. Maybe I get lucky, maybe I don't. And that's it. That's all I do. That's the amount of effort I put into CMs, and I'm happier that way. I think I care more about people's happiness and enjoyment than like the reward. And I think a lot more people should do that, in my opinion. At the end of the day, you do what motivates you, what anybody, like, you know, what anybody does to motivate themselves. I just don't personally believe that you should, like, frickin' treat this game like a job just to get like whatever, however many carrots, and then you'll still lose to a guy who spent like $1,000 more than you, or got luckier card pulls or whatever, right? You're low-key saving for the broke gremlin right now? Who's the broke gremlin? Oh, Nakayama Festa? Hello, Nadoan. Well, if that's the case, then you'd slip and die getting the treasure. You can't get both, bro. You either make it to the treasure or you slip and die. You're not getting both. If you got both, then that means the journey would be easy. Everybody knows this. I know. I'm not speaking from ignorance. You know, I'm not someone who like just decided when I first started this game where I was like, oh, I'm not gonna play meta. I tried to do this stuff and I was like, this experience is just not fun. That's literally what I said to myself. Like, this whole farming stuff, like, this is not fun. Like, I'm not enjoying myself, so I stopped doing it. I told that to myself. I just stopped doing it. So it's just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just think people need to focus their fun because it's a game, you know. It's not. It's you have to have fun with the grind. If you're not having fun with the grind, then I think you're wasting your time. As long as you're having fun, more power to you, seriously. And I mean that from my heart. As much as I don't like the meta, I seriously mean that. But when people tell me they're not having fun, it's just like, bro, please look inward. Please look inward. Please look inward. Just realize something here. That maybe there's a problem here. Maybe this is not the way you should be playing the video game. Don't know what you're doing with 40 mini carrot jellies? They're for team trials. But usually there's no reason to use them, right? Because like 5 team trials is usually enough. They gave out a decent giveaway? Ooh. Maybe I gotta relog. MSI Shadow GeForce 50, 80, 60, 16 gigabytes. Ooh. Yo, Adius, your computer is future-proofed. And that's honestly good because it's not getting much better. I told you it's not getting much better. Honestly, remember the day that you said that you bought a new computer? It got worse. It got worse from that day. So literally, even though it was already bad in terms of the money you spent, you bought at a good time, bro. You bought at a really good time. You bought at a really, really, really good time. So congrats. Congrats. I think I'm gonna be sitting here waiting for at least like 2 years. Nah, maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe like a... Nah, maybe I'm not. I don't know. Computer parts are expensive. They've been getting more and more expensive as time goes on. I don't know. I'm not really like a professional in the PC market. But the PC, the money, the prices are going up. Dude, they're even doing scummy stuff, bro. There's a RAM seller called Corsair. They oh my god, it was actually Scum. It was Scum Nation. They so a guy bought a pack of RAM for, what was it? I think like $300. And then before they shipped it to him, they canceled his order and they upped the value of the RAM. That's Scum Nation. That is truly Scum Nation, bro. So then they basically are trying to make him spend $500 on it instead of $300. Oh my god. It was vile. Hello there, Luna. You got your second A rank? Nice. Dude. So like I said, Adius, you chose the right time. As long as you have all your parts, and hopefully they don't have issues, because I won't lie to you, your friend's building it, right? I think you mentioned that. Sometimes you get parts dead on arrival. It does happen. It sucks, but you know, hopefully the process is not difficult to like get you get you the part replaced, because I mean, it shouldn't be difficult, but like this is a volatile market right now, you know? So I don't know how difficult it would be, but yeah. Because dude, people are shipping dude, these guys are ridiculous, bro. People are shipping rocks. You know, okay, so if no one knows how PC building works, your GPU comes in a box. Okay? It's like a nice box, you open it. People take the GPUs out of the box and they replace them with literal rocks. Literal rocks. And it passes through the weight. And they open it and it's like like people get scammed. And like this happens when you buy it from Amazon sometimes too. Like it's a very, very, very crazy time in the PC building space. And it wasn't a joke. Like, it wasn't like a joke post either. Like, the dude posted a picture. Oh, look where my GPU's supposed to be. There's rocks. Oh, like, it wasn't a joke thing. He showed his, like, receipts and stuff. And the dude got stupid scammed. Like, I laugh because it's ridiculous. Like, it's actually absurd. But that sucks. That's awful. That's stupid awful. It's so bad. Oh yeah, let me know how that Oguri pool goes, Feather. Let's see if you get mad lucky. Pre-builts are still better in your country for value. Not for much longer, sadly. The reason they're better for value is because they'll still get their money back based on what they spent, you know, before this whole RAM thing happened and the PC parts going up. But like once people realize that those are good deals and and the stock runs out, then you know, obviously the prices will reflect, because then they'll have to charge more for the building service. And we're unironically going into an age where it's like it's actually cheaper again to build your own PC, because, well, soon, not yet, but soon we're going into the era where it's like it's going to be cheaper again to build your own PC rather than it being like kind of equal between pre-builts and not pre-built, because pre-builds charge like an extra like almost like 500 or 1,000 for the service. So it's like we're actually going to be entering the era where it's like you might as well just build your own PC if you can afford the exuberant prices. That is. Y'all have any cool careers lately? Not really. Like I said, I'm kind of gatekept by my cards, sadly. You're a graphic designer. You knew you should have bought your PC post-graduation, but decided to wait until you got an apartment. Years later, still no apartment, and now the graphics card alone is your entire budget. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. Oh, you pulled already. I'm sorry, I didn't read this. Your 10 pull got you someone new, got you Hishi Amazon? What? That's sick. That's actually awesome. That's sick, dude. Oh yeah. Got some random chip. It was a $400 processor. Oh my god, Anomaly. The hell? Sorry, I'm gonna catch up on what you guys are saying before we do this this stuff. Oh yeah, I need to relog so I can get my rewards. I need to relog so I can get my rewards. Because apparently they tossed out 900 carats. That's going in the piggy bank. That line about the rainbow was kind of bars. Thank you, Screedle. I know I was lit on that, but thank you. Bubble bars, baby. You know sometimes I drop a bar. You know sometimes I drop a bar. Your second A rank Uma was Narita Taishin. Luna? That's cool, dude. You got a Taishin? I don't have a Taishin. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I am multi-streaming. If you hear me talk to somebody that may or may not be a ghost, they're not actually a ghost. They're just on the other platform. It used to be a little bit more obvious because we used to have a bot that would transfer YouTube chat to Twitch chat and then vice versa, but I had to get rid of the bot for the sake of better quality. It had to be done. It had to be done. We had to take the bot out back like it's Lenny from of Mice and Men. If you've read the critically acclaimed Mice and Men, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's do this stinky CM. As many of you know, I don't really particularly give a damn. I do the bare minimum effort required when it comes to these things. And this is my squadron right here. This is my squadron. This is a great air groove run I had. It was actually super awesome. I was just playing air groove because it had been a while since I played air groove. I love air groove. Air groove's awesome. And I thought it was a pretty solid run. I'm bringing in this Oguri Cap. Everyone's gonna be like, everybody's got their nerd glasses on. What are these skills? What? You know, sorry. I'm impersonating all the sweats. I'm impersonating all the sweaty guys who are just gonna be on my case. And then here's the Teo that I brought in. I just wanted to run Teo. It's been a while. I don't even care that she didn't really win, obviously, because I don't care about the whole thing in general. That being said, give me third. Because I've said this before. The last time I did this, it was the mile one, whatever that one was called. The Gemini? Was it called Gemini? I think it was called Gemini. I was not expecting to win, and I feel bad because I stole it from people who probably cared more than I do. So, just give me third. I'm happy, genuinely. I don't like winning in Group B. Winning in Group B doesn't feel good. I'm a competitor, all right? I'm a competitor, and this is not real competition. So I don't like winning here. I don't like winning in this fake competition stuff. This is zero skill. Was it Group B? Yeah, I don't care enough to go to Group A. Which is good. I think if you actually care, you should be in Group A. But for me, I don't care that I'm not in Group A. Alright, let's just see what happens. Let's rock the boat. Oh shoot. Hold on. I have a phone call. Wait, I might need to answer this. Hold on, guys. Sorry. You're too good, dude? You mean your cards are just too good? And you have more time than the average Joe? Sorry, I mentioned this earlier. I had this whole Senjo rant where it's like, I hate when people use the words like good or like I'm better or I'm better than these other, like, I don't know. I don't think this is a skill game. I really don't. This is not a skill game. So you can't be like better than people or like good. In my opinion, like the skill ceiling's so low for this game.
さあ、一番人気の紹介です。秋の三冠馬娘エイシングフラッシュ。この評価は少し不満か？2番人気はこの子。秋の三冠馬娘5番オグリーキャップ。注目のここまで無敗トリプルティアラの馬娘エアグルーブ。2枠2番での出走。
火花散らすデッドヒートに期待しましょう。
ゲートイン完了。出走の準備が整いました。今スタートが切られました。各馬娘揃って綺麗なスタートを切りました。
これは位置取りが熾烈になりそうですね。
エイシングフラッシュ上がっていきます。苦しい戦いを強いられているエイシングフラッシュ。ここからどう出る？スーパークリーク早くも先頭に躍り出た。2番手の位置で先頭を伺うのは8番東海帝王、3番手にエアグルーブ、4番手5番オグリーキャップ。向こう上面に入って先頭からしんがりまでおよそ10馬身。先頭をかけます。スーパークリーク続きました。
More of a wait game of whether you did your homework or not.
4番手には5番オグリーキャップ。内
I mean,
外目をついてエイシングフラッシュ成田大使並んでくる。
is it really that hard?
3番東海帝王1馬身離れて9番オグリーキャップ。
I feel like people make it sound like it's this difficult thing, but like, don't you just like, okay, it's raining, let's get rainy days. Oh, it's wet, let's get wet conditions. Or like, what? Like, I get that you can get these specific combinations to get the ideal theory that you want, but it's like, at the same time, I see people have these ideal umas. Like, there's this dude I saw that screenshotted. There's a dude I saw that screenshotted, like, he had his umas, like, perfectly in terms of the theory, and then he lost to some random uma. And it's like, well, what is the paper doing for you, right? Like I said this earlier, like, all this theory crafting and stuff doesn't matter when it comes to the actual race day. Like, that's why I'm like, I mean, I get it. Like, the theory is good because it gives you something to build and it gives you something to focus on. But like, I hate when people treat the theory as gospel, because at the end of the day, there's a reason the same person that follows the theory still calls it a theory. It's because it's not a guarantee. So it's just like, yeah, I don't know.
現在1番手はスーパークリーク、差がなく8番東海帝王、そしてその後方には5番オグリーキャップ。動け焼きを越え4コーナーへ互いに足を止めている展開。果たして抜け出すのは誰だ？
You're at the point where your umas are... I actually just don't care. I keep reading chat. I do not care what happens in this race. You're at the point when your umas are usually A finals capable, but not good enough to be whales, and seem to always get matched with at least one whale. Yeah. Nah, trust me, Gideon. Even if it was not an S plus, I still wouldn't really care. I know. It seems like I'm just saying it for the bit, but I'm being very for real. Like, I don't pull on a lot of cards, like at all. So it's just like, this is normal for me, and I'm okay with that. 700 baby in the pocket. Let's go. That's good. I'm glad that they won, because they probably care way more than I do. I'm just happy with getting like third in Group B, because then I get paid. I'll take my little stimulus check. I'll take my little stimulus check and move along. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but to even lay on the point even harder, I intentionally don't run maxed out Kita. I don't know if you guys even noticed, but I just run this one. And the reason I do this is it's a long story. A few of you guys who are regulars here have heard this all before. But when Kita first came out, there was all these annoying people. They didn't come into the chat. They were just annoying me by volume. The amount of people that would just tell others, your account's bricked if you don't roll for this thing, bro. Just don't even bother. Just re-roll, dude. Just re-roll 3 weeks of gameplay and experiences that you had. Just re-roll. Just re-roll. Don't worry, bro. Just borrow it. Just borrow it. Like, so I am annoyed by those people. And I just intentionally run this Kita card because I'm being a little petty. Not spiteful. Spiteful's a little too strong. I'm a little petty. So I just do that. I never run a maxed out Kita. On any of those Umas that you saw, here I'll even just to make it seem like I'm not saying stuff like, you know, just to say it. You know, I'm not doing no smoke and mirrors type thing. Literally, the ones I run here don't have maxed out Kita on any of their on any of their cards. It's just the regular. So it's like, for me, I genuinely don't care about doing good in this game. I don't. I don't. But again, that's just a personal thing, so I don't like saying this kind of stuff and not having the proof to back it up. So I prove it. I back up what I say. And I mean it. But I also am serious when I say it. Like, if you guys have fun with that, continue. Don't I'm not trying to sway nobody. I don't want to be an influencer. I ain't influencing nobody. It's my stream, so I'm going to talk about how I approach things, obviously. But I ain't trying to influence nobody. You guys do your thing, you know? If you care about the CM, more power to you. I just don't.
せっかくみんなと過ごせるんだ。楽しくて幸せで。楽しいクリスマスにするぞ。
Yeah, let newbies re-roll who have no idea what's going on. That's not even that. It's just like, I hate this, like I said, like I've mentioned it a few times before, I just hate when it's like fun is not a factor in your enjoyment. Like, is the only thing that matters to some people winning? Because, like, guess what happens when you don't win? You're just all of a sudden not having fun. Did anybody ever think about that? Where it's just like I think people don't realize this, but a lot of the times people who win tend to actually enjoy what they're doing. They're not just following like a checklist. Like, you know, competitive gamers, they quite enjoy the game they play. I would hope so, because if you're that good and you don't enjoy it, that, you know, you're gonna fall out of it real quick. So I think most of the people who are actually quote unquote good in Umamusume, they quite enjoy the grind. You know, maybe it's obviously irritating when RNG screws you over, but I'd like to believe they actually enjoy what they're doing. So I think a lot of the times the people that lose don't actually enjoy this whole loop that the game offers. Which is why, like I said, I don't engage with it. Because I already know I don't enjoy it. So I'm not going to waste mental energy and frickin' and be upset that, oh, my spark I didn't get a purple spark, or I didn't get a blue spark here. Oh, my pink spark is the wrong one. Oh. Like I'm not gonna do that. You'll bring up that saying again, gamers will optimize the fun out of games. Yeah, I'm just old school. I'm old school and I try not to embody that. I won't lie, I try not to. Emphasis on the word try, because it happens for sure. It happens in multiplayer games for me a lot. Like real multiplayer games. Like in like you know the shooters I mentioned. But I try not to let it happen for gachas, because well, honestly, I think I perfected it for gachas, because I'm also speaking from experience. I used to do all this like meta slaving in Genshin. When Genshin first came out in 2020. That's when I cared a lot more about. That was my first like gacha ever, so I was like kind of got caught up in the storm, but luckily I realize now what a waste of time that all was. So I just kind of chill out with these new age gachas. You look at CM as just free carrots now. You just skip the final race. That's how little you care at this point. If they had MMR based on pre-final matches, you might care. You either get a weak lobby or dominate, or get a strong lobby and get dominated. Well, yeah, there must always be a winner or a loser. There must always be a winner and a loser, but it's just inherently unfair, right? And I just can't engage. Like, I can't engage with something. I've always said this too about Uma. I don't think this game has real PvP. Just because you put PvP into the game doesn't make it real PvP. I think real PvP will always be skill versus skill. And like I've mentioned before, the person who has the most time and the person who has the most money. Or no, sorry. The person who has the most time or the person who has the most money, or a combination of the both, will always generally win. Because, you know, RNG might screw up a good run, so therefore you need more time to do more runs. So to mitigate RNG, you spend money and use better cards, but it still takes time because you still might get screwed over by RNG even if your cards are godly. So that's why I always say that this game does not have skill. Like, sure, you can't like immediately pick up the game and realize that, like, you know, you should have X stamina for a medium. But like, if you actually care about it getting better at the game, it doesn't take you that long to figure that out. It really doesn't. Like, there's all those guide creators out there, you know? And again, I've always mentioned it. I love the guide people. The guide people are coming from a place where they just want to be helpful. They just want to be helpful. They're coming from a good place. It's usually the people who consume all the guides, the viewers who consume all the guides, and all of a sudden they build this like elitism from like them knowing something more than the other average person, and it's like that's where it gets like annoying. The guide people, awesome. Usually the viewers of the guides, not so awesome. Maybe the real PvP was the friends you made along the way. It's a cutthroat business out here, bro. I don't know if people are trying to make friends. You're just trying to get your favorite Uma to win. Yeah, that's what I generally do now. Is I try to force like that's the reason I chose Teo there for that race. It's because I wanted to use Teo and I just wanted to use her. So it's like didn't really care what the result was. I just want to use her and have her run because I thought it was fun. Main should be team trials, but be actually somewhat competitive. I don't know. I can't agree with you because I just don't think gacha should be competitive at all. I like gachas where you just fight PvE. I hate this like player versus player. Like I hate when there's any little tiny minuscule amount of PvP in a gacha game. Because it's already inherently unbalanced. Like, what if the guy just gets luckier than you? He might not spend any money, but what if the person next to you just gets better rolls than you do? Like, yeah, that's why everybody says, oh, reroll until you get what you want. But, like, dude, that's like so much. That's like, at what point are you actually having fun after that? Like, did you actually, like, I think a lot of people kind of don't realize this, but just because you get the prize at the end of the rainbow doesn't mean that the feelings go away. Like you had to, like I think a lot of people that reroll aren't actually happy after they reroll. I'm serious. I'm so dead serious. It's because then you still have to play the actual game. And guess what? The actual game has just as much RNG as it took for you to reroll. And then you're just going to get mad later about sparks. So, like, does it even matter? Does it even matter that you rerolled? Or, like, what? Absolutely agree. You could go into a whole thing about gacha, PvP, disposable income disparity, too. Are you talking to me? Or are you talking to Gidon? Sorry, I'm a little confused because I talk a lot, as you guys probably already have figured out. I don't even... What exactly are you responding to here is what I'm lost on. Feather. My bad, my bad. Have I even seen the skill yet? I don't think I have enough, I don't think I have enough stamina. I don't think I have enough stamina skills to see her skill animation. Wait a minute! Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like the whole camera thing. I like that. Where she was looking at the crowd. That was sick. Yeah, I know. I know I need 3 skills. I just haven't been getting them. I haven't been purchasing. On stream, Senja, we have stuff to do. Enjoy Christmas Oguri. No worries, Anomaly. Have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, evening. Being able to pull more helps with even the worst odds. Look how fast they're skedaddling. They're going. They're zooming. Peace out, good sir. But yeah, that's just how I operate with gachas. I know it's not the norm, but I'm not trying to conform to the norm. I'm just trying to have fun with my, trying to have fun in my own way. But a lot of the times people have fun with others. I just, yeah. That's why I don't blame people, because like everybody. That's why I don't like. I don't well. I should say I don't hate. I definitely dislike, but I don't hate like, you know, the people who. I don't really hate the people who freaking like are a little bit pushy, because they ultimately just want to relate to people, and they want, and that's like how that's unfortunately that's how they go about it. It's a little bit more of a toxic way to go about it, but that is how they go about it, where it's just like they try and push people to play meta so that way they can have somebody to talk to about the meta and be disgruntled together about the meta, or freaking blah blah blah. Which is why my stream is very unrelatable. Like for me as an Umamusume player, streaming this game and talking like this, it's super unrelatable. Which is why I feel like a lot of people do end up leaving very quickly, is because I just don't. My gameplay is very unrelatable, super unrelatable. Which Hoyoverse game is easiest to pull a lot of characters? You feel like trying one out? ZZZ. Without a shadow of a doubt, ZZZ. I am actually #ad. Here is your stream schedule served hot and fresh on the pizza plate. I'm playing ZZZ tomorrow. I'm also pulling tomorrow. This is gacha. This is the bi-weekly gacha week. If you guys are interested in just more pulls in general, we don't pull right away. Okay, I'm gonna be playing the ZZ story, but then after, I do pulls on. I'm gonna be pulling on ZZZ tomorrow. So if you are interested, tune in for tomorrow. If not, watch what you like to watch. If you don't like to watch that, that's okay with me, and I mean that seriously, because it is okay. It's just business. But yeah, I am playing ZZZ tomorrow, and ZZZ is, in my opinion, one of the best games, one of the best gacha games in general for just getting a lot of characters. It's a very, 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 very generous gacha game. You will have enough. So ZZZ has pity at 90. So you do 90 pulls to guarantee to guarantee an S rank, not guarantee the character. You know, after you miss pity once, the next time you pull, it'll be the guaranteed character. But anyways, pity is 90 in ZZZ, and every patch of ZZZ will always give you enough pulls to pull once every patch. There's 2 characters that come out every patch. Or there's 2 new S ranks that come out every patch. So you'll at least have enough for 1. Guaranteed. Even if you're free to play. Because there's enough free carrots every patch to at least give you 1 opportunity. Obviously, if you get super lucky, then you get super lucky, but that's one thing I really appreciate about ZZZ is there's you don't have to save. The game encourages you to very actively interact with, you know, the gacha part of the game, because, you know, it knows what it is. It's a gacha game. It's actually kind of boring to play these games without pulling, in my opinion. So that's why I pull so often on Umas, is because I just think, why am I even playing this if I'm just going to save 30,000 carrots and never pull? Otherwise, I'm just playing a video game, you know? And like, half of this game is gacha. That's why they call it a gacha game, so I like to pull. That being said, if you really want a character, please save. I encourage you to save. I just don't like saving myself. Your favorite runs are the ones you do when you're first playing a character and reading their stories / events. It's fun learning about them and it feels fulfilling going through the career. Oh yeah, same here. Actually, same here, Feather. That's why I want new characters. That's why I don't like getting these costumes. Because it's the same character. There's nothing different. I'm not doing anything. Like, I already know Oguri's campaign. That's why I'm skipping everything. So like, that's why I want uniques. I could care less for costumes, which is why the game gave me a costume. They know. They know. They know how I feel. They know how I feel. That's why my last 2 pulls were costumes. My last 2 SSRs were costumes. This one in Wedding Mayano. I got Wedding Mayano on Dober's banner. Actually, I think we can still see that, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, I got Wedding Mayano on Toast and Jordan's banner. That's right. Never mind. You know what? Watch this. Imagine. That would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. I told you guys I'm a fiend. I love the gacha part. Doesn't like alts, gets alts. I've said this. Everybody knows this. When you actually want something, you're not going to get it. When you don't want something, you will get it as the fastest in record time, record speed. So those of you that are new, there's videos on the channel where I was pulling for characters I really, really wanted. Narita Taishin, Fuji Kiseki, Aishin Flash. The videos are there. The legacy is there. I really, really wanted those characters. And as you can tell, I don't have them. Did I really, really want Christmas Oguri? Not really. Did I want to pull? I did. Because you know what? There was still a chance that I could have got Fuji. There was a chance that this Christmas Oguri that I have now could have been Fuji. Could have been Narita, Taishin, or Brian. Could have been Aishin. Did I say Aishin Flash already? I think I did. That's one thing I like about pulling in this game. And that's the reason I don't... That's another reason I don't pull at Guaranteed Pity. That's another reason I don't pull at, what is it, 30,000? It's 30,000, right, to guarantee? That's another reason I don't pull at 30,000, because I actually want the RNG. I want the opportunity to not get the banner character sometimes, because I want to get these other characters that I missed on. I also just think it's better and more entertaining to not guarantee the pull. I think it's actually really boring watching a pull video and it's like, I have enough, guys. No, I don't think anybody does this, but like in my head, this is like a bad thing to do for a video. Is like, why would you pull when it's guaranteed? You know, that takes all the fun out of it. So that's why I don't. That is why I do not pull. That is why I do not pull when it is guaranteed. Which is why us getting Christmas Oguri was kind of a anticlimactic moment, because I got her in 20. Kinda crazy, kinda crazy. I want to pull right now, dude. It's so bad. But I should just wait for Tamamo. I'll just wait for Tamamo. I sadly won't be here the last 2 weeks of January, by the way. to pull for Tamamo. I'm gonna be on vacation, ironically, in Japan. I will be watching a real horse race there. For those of you who are about to wonder. But yeah, I won't be able to stream me pulling for Tamamo. Oh yeah. I'm watching the American JCC, the G2. G1s are like really strict, and you have to get tickets ahead of time. So I'll just go to a G2. The Nakayama race course. Wait, hold on. Did I just say Nakayama race course? Do I have that green skill? No, I only have Tokyo. Damn. Damn it. Have tons of fun. You usually stay up very late at night to watch the live streams. Are you a lurker turned into a chatter feather, actually? I love the lurkers. I say this all the time. I love the lurkers. You don't guys don't say anything. If you're a lurker, don't say anything, because I respect lurkers to the highest degree, because I'm a lurker myself. I don't chat in nobody's stream. I be watching all these streamers. I don't say a goddamn thing. I just don't like to chat. I just like to watch. So I do respect a lurker. If you turn from lurker into chatter, I do like that. That is cool. I am curious, Feather, if you are one. You say you stay up late to watch the live streams? Oh, you're talking about real horse racing. I'm embarrassed. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Hold on. That's actually embarrassing. Don't look at... No. That's embarrassing. Wow, my ego... Wow. Wow. Settle your ego down, bro. I'm talking... Settle your ego down, Mr. Joe. Holy moly. Wow. My head just grew to the size of, like... Who's the guy? It's like Pinocchio, but my noggin just grew. Like, settle down, big head. Settle down. Holy moly. That's embarrassing. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Wow, that's yikes. Oh! Damn it. It's fast forwarded. Hey, there is a lot of lurkers. Don't act like there's no lurkers, Mr. Nandoan. I was talking mostly lurking, all right. I wasn't talking like I'm Mr. Big Time. I'm not Mr. Big Time with 1K viewers. I'm just saying, there's people like to lurk. Not everyone wants to be a chatter, all right. It's true. It is true. Don't act like I'm not spitting facts. I misunderstood. Okay, I misunderstood. I'm sorry. God, that was... I usually don't get embarrassed, because, like, what's there to get embarrassed about in life, really? I'm a very embrace kind of... I'm a very embrace cringe kind of guy, or just embrace who you are kind of guy. But that was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. I usually don't get embarrassed. But that one was embarrassing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Feather. Now, I usually take stuff on the chin, but that one I couldn't. That one I was just like, oh, that one's you idiot kind of thing is what I said to myself in my head. But anyways, You stay up late? You stay up late to watch the live streams? Yeah, I don't know how much I feel about horse racing yet. Like, my foot's... Obviously, because of Uma, my foot is... I'm like... I always say this. I'm 1 foot in the door when it comes to, like, knowing if I like horse racing yet. And for me, one of the things that I've always wanted to do since I started playing Uma is... I wanted to go to a real horse race. To like really see if I'm about it, because like I don't like being like halfsies, you know. Well, like I've seen some real life clips on YouTube and stuff, but like, you know, I'm not in the doorway yet, kind of thing. So for me, I need to go to a real track, and I need to go to a real track and see what it's all about. And just ironically, everything is lining up for me to go watch it in Japan, out of all places. So it's like, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
注目の一番人気4番オグリキャップ。
これ以上ない仕上がりですね。相性抜群のマイルで素晴らしい走りを期待したいですね。
Keep my ego in check. Ooh, you know what's not? You know what is in check? Your checks and balances, Orange Mushroom. Your Senjo credit. It's actually getting dangerously low. I might need to time you out soon, you son of a gun. Orange Mushroom's getting on my nerves lately, guys. We call it Senjo credit, okay? Your credit dips very high and very low, depending on how much of a tunnel troll you are. And right now, Orange Mushroom has lately been a very grimy, gremlin-y tunnel troll. Might have to frickin' send him to the Shadow Realm for a little bit. If it makes you better, embarrassing stream story on your part during quarantine, you accidentally spilled a whole jar of pickles? A whole jar of Tommy Pickles? While on a live stream call? Not the pickles. Oh man. Not the Tommy Pickles. Sorry. They're not Tommy Pickles. I just say Tommy Pickles anytime someone mentions pickles because it's Rugrats. Not the Tommy Pickles, man. No, that's unfortunate. Embarrassing, but it's okay. Everybody does something embarrassing every once in a while. I hit my quota. I hit my quota of embarrassing moments today. You grew up a horse girl even during the competition, so Uma kind of kickstarted your childhood connection again. Plus, you live like 30 minutes away from one of the USA Triple Crown courses. Oh, nice. Nice, nice. Don't say unless you feel comfortable to say. I don't want. I want people to respect their privacy here. So you know, if you are comfortable releasing that information, go ahead. But that is cool. That is cool. I was gonna ask what course, but don't say. Don't say unless you're willing to, please. Oh yeah, it's super cool. Yeah, in the area I live in, I can definitely go see a horse race. It's just never really bit the bullet. It's not terribly close, but I never really bit the bullet to do it, just because like I kind of don't want to go by myself. Luckily, I won't be going by myself in Japan, so that's cool. And the tickets are really cheap. It's only $2 to get in. Although I heard it's about the same in America. It's not too much money to get into the course itself. You usually lose all your money in the betting. Usually lose all your money in the betting. I don't know how much food is there either. Maybe food's not a big thing there. I don't know. Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying stuff now. I'm not actually too sure. On the upcoming American Jockey Club Cup, there are a few notable horses racing there. Yeah, I'm gonna do some research on the horses racing there. I want to choose ones who are descendants of characters in Uma. There's definitely more than a few, I'm pretty sure. So I wanna choose one to root for, maybe one or two, obviously, because there's more than just the JCC during race day. They always have like I know they always have like multiple races during one race day, so I got to do some research and stuff. Danon Disil from Agemasen from Special Week. I love Special Week. Even though Special Week trolls me every time I do a run with her. By the way, guys, who's that Uma for you guys? That Uma where you do runs with them, you really like them. But they just are the unluckiest runs of all time. That's me in Special Week. I'll always play my Special Week runs. Actually, here's the proof in the pudding. Here's the proof in the pudding, guys. Look at this. Look at this disparity. If this doesn't tell you everything you need to know, then I don't know what will. The fact that my second and my third are still B ranks, and one of them is from the URA, and this is the real icing on the cake. This is the real icing on the cake. She's one of my most played Umas with 78 careers. You know what happens during the runs? She just gets consistently mood downs. Like I had a run on stream where I got 4 mood downs in a row. Like it's just unlucky. It's just RNG. Seriously. It's not for lack of trying. It's not for lack of cards. It's literally just unlucky. I can't explain it. Cannot explain it. So that Special Week run that I have, I cherish this one a lot because it's my luckiest one so far. Truly my luckiest one so far. You know American Pharaoh's in Japan right now? He's living it up. They treat the horses there very good. Probably is living it up. Probably Rudolph. Oh man, it's gotta be Special Week and Rice Shower for you. Yeah. Rice because of Tenno Show? Tenno Show. I don't do enough Rice Shower to like remember how bad the Tenno Show is for Rice. Yeah, how many? A lot of these Umas I've only played like less than double-digit times. Like I wanted to play more Manhattan Cafe, but the funny part is I've only played Manhattan Cafe 7 times, and my very first run ever I think was my best Manhattan Cafe. Like I obviously could refine it and get a better A+, but I think this was literally the day she came out. December 11th. I think that's the day she came out. Maybe? I don't remember. One of her required race is to get first in the longest race. Yeah, the Tenno Show is the longest race, I remember. But I just don't play a lot of Rice Shower. How many Rice Showers have I played? I think literally like 5, if I had to like guess. Around 5. Nope, 4. Yeah, I don't play a lot of Rice. I stick to my favorites, which are usually... which is a lot of Oguri, a lot of Special Week, a good chunk of McQueen, a good chunk of Air Groove. Who have I been playing a lot recently? I've been playing a lot of Cafe, but not too much. I like late surgers. I play if anybody could late surge, then I generally like playing them. Hit the rolls, baby. Damn it. You've yet to do the hidden story of having Vodka beat Daiwa in all her races and vice versa. In Daiwa's runs. And vice versa in Daiwa's runs, it's no Harura winning the Arima Keenan difficulty, but it is a fun storyline. It is fun. It is fun. Or I see what you mean by that, because I had a little phase where I was trying to do the Haru Urara challenge. I think I'll go back to that at some point, because I've been getting a little bit bored with just like chill Uma Tuesdays. So maybe I'll do that. I think I farmed enough sparks now to do that. So but yeah, I know what you mean by the difficulty. Doesn't Vodka or wait, why is that hard exactly? Does Vodka have to win the Arima Keenan? Is that why that's hard? For her to beat Daiwa and everything? I don't do the super research on this stuff. Even when I do my vodka runs, I just play, you know. Vodka has F'd in aptitude. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking if it's hard. Or that's why I'm asking if that's the hidden story. Or if that's part of the hidden story. Or do you just do a bunch of optional races? How do you look at that? You're able to look at that from here, right? Oh no, you have to go here. Yepers. Weirdly enough, the Arima Keenan with boosting the aptitude, it wasn't the worst. You just gotta win every of Daiwa's races along with the required career races. It's right here. So she's I'm sorry, not vodka. Scarlet's in every one of these, and then when you get here, you choose the Oaks, and then you fight her. You choose the Oaks, you fight her. Oh yeah, so this is the stopgap. Okay, I see. I didn't know about that. I didn't know about that hidden story. I haven't run a vodka in quite a while. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. But I'll do that. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Alright folks, here is my stream schedule of the week. I post this every Monday. You know exactly what I'm going to play, what I'm going to do, when I'm going to start. I have 2 time zones there, PST and GMT +2 for the Europeans out there. My EU nation. You guys are here on Uma Tuesday. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Whether you guys are watching for a long time, short time, lurking or chatting, I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to be playing ZZ tomorrow, same time as usual, Senjo Standard Time. If you're interested, tune in. If not, no sweat. I would appreciate it, of course. I would be much grateful if you did. But ultimately, if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. So that is what it is. And then on Friday, I'm playing Easy Delivery Company. It's kind of an atmospheric horror game related to delivering packages. It's not actually listed as horror, but the description on Steam makes it sound scary. And the last time I read a scary Steam description, it was one of the best games of all time, which was Doki Doki Literature Club. So, I'm assuming this game is going to be a hidden gem. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, that is it for today's Uma Tuesday. Thank you guys once again. The VOD enjoyers, if you're enjoying this VOD, You know I see you. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your guys' morning, afternoon, or evening. Peace out. Have a good one. Later, y'all. That's the wrong screen. Don't. You guys didn't see that. That's the wrong screen. Thanks, guys. Peace, guys. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you.
寒さで風邪などひかぬようお気をつけ。キシャ！今のはただのくしゃみですわ。